Hello, this is Stampylongnose, and welcome to Stampy's lovely podcast. This was recorded on Friday the 18th of January, and my special guest for this week is Lewis Vlogs Gaming.
Hi!
And as always, I'm not going to introduce him because I'm not as qualified as he is, so Lewis, do you want to say a bit about yourself and what you do and why I've dragged you here?
Well, I'm not really that qualified, to be honest. It's not like I've got a certificate hanging on the wall going, yep, professional YouTuber.
Professional no, Lewis.
I'm just a professional me, to be honest.
I've been a Lewis my whole life, I have.
Exactly. I have no idea why I've been dragged here, but Stampy wanted me to do a podcast with him, and I said, yeah, I'd like to do a podcast. That would be lovely. To clarify, I am a YouTuber, and I play games, and I find it funny.
Well, the reason I dragged you on is because I think that in a lot of ways our videos are similar. I mean, if nothing else, with just the games we play. Like, probably your two biggest consistent games are Xbox Minecraft and Halo, which is exactly the same as me. And that's why I wanted you on. I wanted to talk to you about Halo and Minecraft, like two of my favourite games.
Okay, well, yes, let's do that. That sounds fun.
I'm gonna prod at your brain and your expert knowledge of these games, okay?
I wouldn't go expert, but okay.
So first let's talk about the source code. No, only joking, no.
The source code? What? My source code?
I'm joking anyway. So yeah.
Good, I'm glad.
Lewis Vlogs Gaming is another YouTuber who I first met through Halo Zone. That's how we first met, which is a Halo community channel that we both post videos to, and I guess that's where we met. And then, yeah, we played, occasionally, very occasionally since then, but sort of stayed in contact. But this is, I think, us getting back to being closer over Xbox, I think, this podcast.
Oh, this is really sweet of you. I've kind of wanted this for a long time. And I have a surprise for you. I wrote a song about this. I haven't, but I wish I did now.
Coffee. Oh, that's another thing you do, actually. You do singing. And you do have,
oh, yeah.
You got songs on iTunes, don't you?
I certainly do, yes. I'm a musician as well.
And they're all about me. Every single one of his songs are about me.
Every single one.
But you get the full Stampy collection on iTunes now.
Just look it up, it'll pop up somewhere, it's fine.
Well, actually, if you search Stampy into iTunes now, this comes up with this podcast, so...
Oh, brilliant, that's great.
And I've got, like, the worst thumbnail in the world right now, because I haven't designed one properly yet. It's just the words, Stampy's podcast, or something like that.
I want to look at this, I do. iTunes.
Oh, yeah, you're searching it now, yeah. Don't judge it, I'm planning a better one. I've got it, I know what I'm going to do. And
sure, whatever.
It's going to be a big reveal.
You're very proud with this anyway, and you're like, I love it so much, and then everyone's like, oh, Stampy, that's amazing, and you're like, I know, it's so cool.
Well, there's something that I didn't think about. I made the first one, and I started uploading it, and I was going through, like, first you're going to put in, like, the title, then the description, and you're going through it, and it goes, like, upload image for thumbnail, and I'm like, what? Oh, yeah, I need a picture, so, like, while it was uploading, I had to quickly make something in Photoshop, which was just text with an orange background. And, yeah, it's, like, the least bold writing, and it stands out, like, not at all.
Yeah, it's like the finished,
oh, well.
And it's on an orange background.
I tried to make it like the most difficult to read as possible. It's like an optical illusion. You can't read the text even though you can see it.
You actually need to look very closely to try and get to the point of reading.
Yeah.
That makes any
well, that's
sense.
the thing. Well, no, that does make sense. Because if you've got like a big Word document and you've got words that are bold, they stand out a bit. But if you have words which are randomly smaller, you've got to kind of go a bit closer and concentrate more to read them, so those words actually stand out more. It's all psychology.
It's true.
I planned it all ahead.
That's it. I mean, you're the one in the massive, big uni course, I think.
I finished the big, massive uni
when
course
did you
now.
finish the big, massive uni course?
I finished the big, massive uni course at the end of last year. Well, I graduated at the beginning, about mid-2012. So, yeah, I finished the big, massive uni course.
Well, congratulations
so,
on finishing Oh, sorry, yep, I was just going to say the big, massive uni course one more time.
Well, okay, we've got to try and subtly slip that into conversation. That's what we did before. Do you remember the dual commentary?
I've still got that on. What were we talking about? Armadillos.
Yeah,
I've still got that on here. I was meant to upload that, man. I never got around to it. It's awful.
Well, I've still got my commentary because I can't remember if I ever sent you my commentary, and I've always saved it just in case, like a year later after we recorded it, you messaged me like, you know that dual commentary? I was thinking about uploading that one. But we set ourselves a challenge to try and slip random words into conversation, didn't we? Yeah. During the dual commentary.
We recorded it like 5 times. It was brilliant fun.
And then I think in the end they're all just a bit rubbish, to be honest.
Well, I think the last one was good. I mean, it was only because I got some terrible gameplay, and I felt like I was a very annoying English guy at this point, so I kind of felt like I was forcing it upon you to do random stuff.
Well, I'm a very annoying English guy as well, so...
Yeah, but you
were
were like 17 at the time. I mean, 17, you know, that's only like 4 years ago. It wasn't really. It's only like last year. I don't know. I have no clue, don't ask.
It wasn't that long ago, like... Oh, when I was young in my youth, I was wild and reckless doing commentaries.
I'm totally going to be telling my kids that. But to be honest, it's the kind of thing I'd big up and say I was a world-class YouTuber. You know YouTube? Yeah, that weird internet thing that kind of died out 2 years ago. Yes! Yeah. That one.
The thing we used to use in computers before they, like, implemented it into your eye, so, like, your brain's a computer, back in the old days.
It's brilliant. Aren't they, what's it, Microsoft or some strange company, Nintendo probably, because they're all Chinese, and clever. I mean, everyone's probably Chinese and clever. That... ... Sorry, no racism intended. I think it makes it right. I was talking to my mates about this the other day. Nothing. You don't say things and you don't mean to be racist until you say, sorry, I didn't mean to be racist.
Well, it's when people say, like, no offence, but... As if that just sort of, like, it's like, no offence, but you're a twat. It's basically like saying that, like, saying no offence at the beginning doesn't take away the offence. It just warns me I'm going to be offended about now.
People say it to me all the time. It's like, no offence, Lewis, but you're really annoying. I'm like, I kind of already know that. It's fine. It's okay.
No offence, but I wish you were dead. No offence, though, like, because I said no offence. It doesn't work like that. If you just don't say it. If you need to say no offence at the beginning of the sentence, that is a sentence that doesn't need to be said.
Anyone could take it anyway. It's like, sorry, well, even sorry makes it offensive. It's like, I wish you were dead. I'm joking, it's fine. And then you're like, oh, okay, that's okay. No offence, but I wish you were dead.
It's like when you do like a text, like, I mean, I've got a bit of a weird sense of humour, and like sometimes my text like might seem like it's like a joke, but it's not obvious that it's a joke, and if I said it, they'd understand. So you need to say the joke, but then just put like a smiley face at the end to say like, this is a joke. Don't take offence.
Exactly the same as me, apart from I've got in so much trouble through texting, but the weird thing is that the most obvious person to know my sense of humour is my girlfriend. And I've been sending texts to her, making obvious jokes, which I would make, and she's taken it personally. And I'm like, oh great, this is awkward. I was talking about penguins and robotic ducks. I mean, how could you take that offensively?
Well, it depends on the context. Can you say it on the podcast, or would that get you into more trouble?
It wouldn't get me. She doesn't watch my video. She's subscribed. She is one of my subscribers. And she doesn't think it's weird. I don't even know whether... I can't even remember the text, to be honest. I'm looking through them now. We were talking about beans last night. You know beans in cans? And they last for absolutely ages.
Yeah.
You know, like baked beans. You can take that after a nuclear holocaust and eat them 20 years later. They will still last. We'll talk about that. And she's like, I didn't know they'd last that long. And I'm like, yeah, like years. And she's like, oh. I was like, oh, okay. So, yeah, that's that, really.
I had a ready meal, you know, like the microwave ready meals for like a roast. It was like roast beef microwave meal, like amazing roast potatoes, roast beef and gravy and that. Put it in the microwave for like a minute and a half and it's cooked and it tastes like rubbish. And I was looking at the back and I looked at like the expiry date and it was like 2015 or something. And you just know something that can last and be edible for that long is never in its life going to taste good. If it's able to last that long, there's no way that could be a good piece of food. And it wasn't. It was disgusting.
Exactly. All they put in these food is salt. That's all they put. Lots and lots of salt. That's all you're ever going to get in edible food is salt.
They're just mixing it in a big pot like, nope, there's still no flavour. Put more salt in. Go on. Put more salt and water in. Go on.
I said, right, okay, tell you what we're going to do. Maybe we could make it that whole space food stuff. And then just add water, like mashed potato. You know, let's make that a powder, make people add liquid to it, and then make it a nice, delicious, stirring food.
No, this is what they should do. I've just had an idea here, and I'm not 100% sure whether I should say it on the podcast in case someone steals the idea. It is that good. But you know what, I'm going to throw caution to the wind.
Right now, it's fine.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're going to like drop this down, do some blueprints, okay? It's a straw, yeah, which you can put into any food, and as you suck, it kind of blends the food in the straw, so you can just drink any food. Like, you just get a pizza and stick a straw in, and just suck it all up, and that way you can be lazy and carry on gaming while eating all your food.
Okay, let's clarify this. First of all, okay, with the straw, obviously there'll have to be a whole with it.
Sorry.
So,
What does it have to be with it? Okay, now I understand.
Okay, so that is the greater thingy. No, I see. I work my way with sound effects. It's fine. But first, you need to think about how you're getting this food up the straw.
You suck it. That's like the way you get a drink up a straw.
Yeah, I know, but you have chicken. Okay, all you get out of the chicken is the skin. Then you have the meaty flesh.
No,
which,
you blend
how the
it.
heck
Blends
is that
it.
gonna
Like,
be?
have you seen Will It Blend? Of course you've seen Will It Blend. You're human and you have the internet.
Yeah, of course I have.
So like, you can blend like golf balls and like they blend a crowbar. A crowbar. Yeah, blending is the future of like everything. Yeah, put a blender in a straw. I mean, keep it away from kids, but put it like you don't want them playing with a cat and then oh no, I don't want to go into it. Anyway, get a straw with a blender in it so you can suck it up and it blends the chicken on its way up. You can even just drink the bone.
So yeah, but the suction of how I know you're meant to suck, but. Seriously, how is the food meant to get up the straw? Okay, it's like trying to suck an iPhone up a straw. That isn't even possible. It's like a brick.
You could clamp on like a plunger. You just stick it to whatever
That's
you're putting it
better.
onto, and then that keeps it airtight. And then all you need to do is suck it a little bit so it gets into the blending motion rotor blades, as they're officially named. That's trademarked. I got a patent on this. Yeah. And so once it just hits the blades and starts becoming to get blended, it becomes liquid, and then you can suck it easy peasy and lemon squeezy, and you can drink whatever you want.
You see, I think you might need to put the food in the straw first, and then, put it in a blender, which kind of defeats the object of having the blender in the straw. But then you kind of suck.
The idea is about the ease. If you obviously you could just carry around a blender with you. The idea is you can go to a restaurant. I mean, you might offend the chef a bit, but you could order whatever you want, and then bring out pasta or whatever, and then you can just whip out your pocket your super Stampy suction straw, as I'm gonna name it. I've just decided. Sounds a bit wrong, but yeah, just shove it in your pasta, and then you can just suck it up, and then everyone else is going to be sitting there jealous with their forks and spoons, spilling bolognese sauce down their front, and when you're trying to curl up the spaghetti, but it doesn't level properly, and there's a bit hanging off, and you keep trying to turn it, it keeps just flipping around. They're going to be struggling like that. You're going to finish your meal and be ordering your dessert by the time they've got a few mouthfuls. It's amazing.
But would you use the straw for the dessert as well?
Well, you could have a dessert one, a slightly smaller one, a dessert straw.
A dessert straw. That's brilliant. But the thing is, a pasta, that's reasonable. Pasta is absolutely fine with the whole straw suction thingy, because pasta's it's full of water anyway, to be honest. So there I am having my ravioli in the restaurant. I'm like, oh yeah, oh wait, no, hold on a second. I've got my super Stampy suction straw here. Let's whip this out and that pasta. Oh wait, brain freeze. Sorry, the dessert's just popped in the table. Oh wow, what's happening?
I think the biggest design concern for me is that, well, one, they suck the wrong end, and it just fires. Yeah, okay, yeah, lips would be on the wall and stuff, or it blows rather than sucks, and it just sprays your food everywhere. I mean,
but to be honest, if you're in a restaurant situation, that would be hilarious.
It would make my night.
Exactly.
It's for party games too. The many
it's
uses.
Like super stamp. No, what is it? What, Stampy super suction straw. Russian roulette.
Ah, yeah, that's another use. Okay, you're going to come up with 5 uses for the straw. That's your challenge, okay?
5
uses,
3,
2, 1, go. 5 uses.
Sucking up food, first of all. Killing the cat, which really annoys you. Shooting paper balls at squirrels, which probably won't be paper balls, but it's could be used as a projectile object thing. How long do I have to do this?
That's good. You got 2 more.
Okay, great. Then it's an excuse to tell the teacher you can't talk because your tongue's out of your mouth.
Brilliant. Well, that's one of the obvious uses.
Just in case.
Put that on the back of the box.
Yep, done it. Well, actually, tell you what. Also, get another product, which is what is it? What can we name it? So Stampy's super suction straw tongue.
That's an add-on, an accessory.
That's the add-on accessory which you need to put through the straw. Everyone's like, Lewis, what are you doing? Because they say, I'm using your straw. And Lewis, what are you doing? Your tongue, all over the wall. And all blood squirts out your mouth, even though you've actually got your tongue still in your mouth. Get a lesson for the whole day, you're set.
Easy. Brilliant. One more, come on.
Okay, right, okay, right, let's think about it. Well, actually, it could be used, if there is a little thing, if there's a little, grater thingy, it's obviously going to put, make airflow. So, you could also use it as a fan.
Ah, okay. So yeah, there we go.
You're like, right,
the
that's
5
dreadful.
uses. So, yeah, do you want to go into business together, making these?
Why the heck not? That'd be great. Could you imagine taking this on Dragon's Den?
I think it'd be worth it just to see their faces, just to see. I bet one of them would bloody invest as well.
It's true. I mean, they've managed to put the wine. I was in M&S the other day. You've got the whole the wine in those plastic cups, which you can just casually buy now.
Yeah.
And so, which they invested in ages ago. And I think you look at it and go, why do you want a cup of wine?
Yeah.
You get a free cup, you get the wine. I'm sorry, but I just prefer to buy a bottle of wine and take it home and drink it from there. And plus, it might be a tad cheaper if you.
Like having a pint of beer in a plastic glass. Like, the beer's the same, but why is it just horrible? Why does it just taste worse?
So you don't like something cold. I mean,
Yeah.
I went to the pub the other day, as you do. I'm allowed to. It's legal, apparently. I mean, I don't think it should be legal, but it is. And gone to the pub, got a pint of Foster's. I'm happy. There's a bit of product placement for you in this podcast. You're getting a bit of cash.
Well,
for that.
conveniently, I'm sponsored by Foster's, so that was very lucky.
Excellent. And so I'm there, they give you a cold glass. I'm happy. Cold glass, great. You drink it, it tastes gorgeous. Then I go to Zizzi's, the Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
And so I asked for a bottle of Peroni, that's the one.
Peroni?
Thought I had to say it free.
There's Peroni or Corona, and I think you've combined them.
Well, new drink, done. You see, I was going to go
You had a
Peroni.
cocktail, you make...
I basically had a martini. That's the one. But yeah, I go there and I have a Peroni, sorry, my bad. And they asked me, do you want the small bottle or the large bottle? And I'm like, oh, I'll have the large bottle because that's obviously going to last longer. And they bring me out this whole champagne bottle of Peroni. I'm like, what? It's massive. I go into Sainsbury's and see the bottle of Beck's, which are that big. But I don't expect to see a bottle of Peroni for that big. It's ridiculous.
I think the best one is when they give you a plastic glass and you don't know. Like when you're at a gig, they always give you plastic glasses.
Yeah.
But they're quite solid and you assume it's glass. So at first you're holding it and you just assume it's glass, but then you just might squeeze a bit tighter and then it bends. And for that one split second, you're like, oh my god, I'm bending glass. For that 1 second, you feel like a superhero to bend glass in your hand. I was like, I know it's hot in here, but bloody hell.
You know what? I'm pretty sure that happened to me once. Not me, but the guy behind me when I was watching a band. I was down at the O2 Academy in Islington, down in London, the lovely venue, and I was watching a band called Anne Boleyn. And next second, there's this guy just over the top of me, screaming and shouting. I reckon he's there going, oh my goodness me, I'm squeezing glass. And then he pours it all over my head. Dude, seriously.
Honestly?
It's plastic. They don't expect you to go to a venue and actually give you these solid glasses, There's going to be a heck.
I mean, I'm not complaining about it, I mean, they might as well give everyone bows and arrows. I mean, if they're going to give everyone glasses.
Exactly, they might as well just throw glass at the band and say, I'm going to kill you now, get off stage, dude. Not fun.
Here's a sack of broken glass for you if you want that to gig.
I honestly cannot say that that's ever happened to me before, but, could be fun, it did. I haven't been at a gig and people have thrown bottles at me, which kind of is a good sign. Kind of handy with that, but it's okay.
So what are you as a? I mean, I'll be honest. I'm very ignorant to what you do in terms of music. Is it part of a band or is it solo, or what sort of stuff do you do?
It's solo currently solo. Acoustic stuff now, and I like repeating my words. And because I've done that for everything, which really.
Did you intentionally say repeating then, or was that just a really coincidence?
I did intentionally. I intentionally said repeating.
Okay.
Because I was just saying, well, I'm an acoustic artist that plays solo, no band, solo. And then I thought, well, I better just, in case this sounds a bit odd, say repeating to make it obvious. And now we're on a weird subject where I feel really embarrassed now.
And then I repeated the whole conversation again about repeating. When will this end? This vicious cycle.
Really weird. Anyway, but I'm currently solo and doing acoustic gigs all over the place. Around my local area, kind of, which is awesome. It's good fun, though. Got my little posse, which follow me around, which in this case is people in my college, which kind of go, wow, you're quite good, let's come and watch you do stuff. But the reason I'm not in a band anymore is because my ex-guitarist tried suing me.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Were you, signed?
No.
What was it suing you to do with a band-related thing?
Yes.
Artistic differences?
Oh no. But let's do the short version of the story. We basically kicked Mike's guitarist out of the band because he wouldn't learn songs. He owed me £50, which, kind of wanted back. And he still does, actually. That reminds me, I better text him later on and ask that. And, and also for the fact that, he was just, he wanted to sing. He couldn't sing. It's dreadful. Anyway, so that's that. And, he got this, like, £900 custom Les Paul guitar. And I'm there doing, dude, you can't play. You play power chords. Why? And so anyway, we kicked him out of the band because he was a bit annoying and we could have done better without him. But, the thing is that when we done that, his dad's an American lawyer.
Oh, dear.
And Danny, sorry, guys, you probably know him now. Well, they probably don't, but if you look at me and then find the names, you'll probably somewhere there.
Stop suggesting people like how they would do it.
It's something I do. It's fine. It's
Danny,
okay.
who lives at this place.
Danny lives at this place. It's someone that you kind of see. You wouldn't go and kill, but please do.
Yeah.
Go kill him. It'd be great.
Oh, Danny, phone number 07825 as we used to call him.
Exactly. I gave up my number in a Halo commentary. I didn't give up my number, obviously, but Halo 3, and you're in the whole flood-infested place.
Yeah.
And then there's all these really. This is totally going off subject, but there's the prophet who's just going.
Gravemind. The one who just, like, when you're playing and trying to have fun, just every now and then says, walk slowly and listen to my voice instead of shooting things.
As exactly, I'm their guy, dude. I think you got mummy issues, man. Seriously, have a hug once in a while. Actually, no, you can call my, you can call me. Call my number. No, for goodness sake, I don't know what I'm on about. I just basically went, look, dude, just call this number. She's a lovely lady. Her name's Catherine. There you go. It's 07482 975 823. And it wasn't that number exactly, but I was
going to say, you didn't just do it again, did you?
But then, no, it's fine. But then I went, oh crap, that's my number. And you wouldn't believe it, but I get a bunch of messages from some kids saying, I sent you a text, but I'm not getting a reply. Can you check your phone and send me your text back? And I'm like, okay, if this kid's joking, or he's not, but, for that couple of weeks, he's sending numbers, and I'm still getting comments below, people saying, what's that number again? And then people are commenting saying, that's the number, text it. So this random person in the UK is most likely getting texts from some sad people, so I feel kind of sorry for it. I really want to find out who the number is and call them up, and I'm really sorry, mate. Might have gave you out on a commentary, which has now got like 30,000 views.
It's going to be like the weirdest comments to them, like saying like I don't know, like they're gonna not understand it at all, especially if they're talking about Halo and Gravemind and stuff. They'll be like, what the hell? Like, who's texting me this? Leave me alone.
Lewis, I love you. I want to find it, actually. I will. I'm gonna set myself a challenge of find the Halo 3 video, which shouldn't be too hard to find. Bear in mind, it's like kind of at the top of the search engine. It's kind of handy, but
You're getting it up now. Is your mum actually called Catherine, by the way?
Oh no, my mum's called Mum.
She's called Mum. No, just because mine is.
Oh really? Oh, what are the chances? It's brilliant. My mum's called Heather. I just thought of a random name called Catherine, and said that she was like my doctor person. And I'll find it. It's on the computer somewhere. Apparently, it doesn't pop up when I say Halo though, so that's a shame. But yeah, what was I on about? Musician. Yeah, it sued me basically. He didn't sue me.
For what? For what? What were they suing you for?
Basically, I kicked him out of the band, which he says was his band, so he sued me for the band name.
Really?
He didn't sue me. The band name was A Few Too Many, and it was a few to many. So, it's like little to lots. And so we kind of kicked him out. We were like, okay, cool, we'll do some gigs, do this, do that. And he's like, oh, okay, dude, you need to change the band name. I'm like, man, seriously, I can't be bothered just yet. And it got to that kind of point. And at the end of the day, it kind of got very, very annoying. And he got very annoying. Got his dad to text me, a very rude text, effing and blinding at me. And he sent me a text as well. And next thing you know, he's like started up a new band called A Few Too Many. I'm like, seriously, mate, did you just do that? So,
have you? Well, I suppose you're not in a band anymore. You couldn't keep the name. It'd be awesome if you kept the name and it was like the battle of the few too many, like, and just see like which one gets to the top and just rub it in the other person's face.
We still have the official Facebook page. It's fine. It's absolutely so. We could get that back up and it's fine. But the bad thing is they released an album, and I'm not dissing the band at all. But I know for a fact Danny can't sing. Do you know the Relentless Garage in London?
No, I don't.
Well, it's the garage. Sponsored by Relentless, so
makes sense.
To clarify that. And so basically that was that, and he's kind of we're just about to go on stage at this like upstairs in the Relentless Garage with supporting a band called Taking Haley, and it's really good. It's awesome. And I'm like, dude, don't sing. You can't sing. I said it nicely, obviously. I'm not that cruel. And within this gig, I'm playing along, doing this, and he's meant to come in with a harmony, which I told him not to do. And all of a sudden, I hear this out-of-tune voice going, "Ah!" And I'm like, wait, okay. So I kind of get really kind of like, and I look around just to see him looking at me with a cheeky grin, going, ha, ha, ha. I'm like, you can't do that. I told him not to give him a mic. They didn't give him a mic. I think they turned it down because he wasn't meant to be singing anyway. Which is really annoying. It's fine. It's all good.
Is this out of your hair now? You're not with the group.
Oh, no,
so
not anymore.
Do you write your own music?
I do.
Or is it
Yes, I write my
like
music.
covers, or?
I do. It's all that. I'm currently in the process of making a new album. Currently,
Is that going all right?
yeah, it's going quite well. Thank you for asking. Very nice of you. No, it's going really well. I've got a recording session booked in with the college because they. I'm like apparently the only acoustic artist to be found anywhere in existence around the area. So they're kind of like, Lewis, do you want to do a lot of this stuff? I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. But it's the whole writing part. My goodness me, writing for anything is like difficult. But especially when you're not in a band and you kind of want to make a band album. So
Yeah.
it's currently me playing acoustic guitar going, yep, that sounds good, let's play it in the electric, let's try and get it sounds dreadful, oh, disgusting, ah! So, that's kind of...
I think the best thing with a band would be, like, just a second opinion, like, you can, like, if you're with a group of mates and you're honest and you play something, you're like, does this sound good? And they're like, no, that's rubbish. Like, you kind of need that to sort of get better, I think.
Oh, yeah, of course, but, the problem was with the old band... I'm not being cocky in any way, but the guitarist kind of thought everything I wrote was amazing. And I thought, well, this needs a bit of something, this needs something else, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, he's like, dude, that sounds amazing, show me it. So I'm showing him this chord progression, which he's trying to play. Bless his little cotton socks, he's actually trying to play it. And he can't. He has no sense of timing or rhythm, and I'm there just going, okay, I feel sorry for you, but, mate, just stop, please, just stop.
Have you ever thought about doing the drums, or...
Yeah, have you ever thought that, what, a guy with no sense of rhythm? No, don't let him do the drums, don't. In fact, well, it's not really a funny story, just general fact, on my album, the EP that I released last year, Lewis Edred, iTunes, sorry.
It's alright, go
a bit of plugging there for you. No, it's, on like 2 of the last songs, I ended up doing drums. And I wanted my mate to do it, but then I thought, oh, I don't need my mate to do it. I've got an iPod, and on the iPod you get all of these free drum apps. And so I'm like, okay, this is awesome. And so I'm recording drums onto my computer, laying it and syncing it, which took me like a week to do, because I don't have GarageBand. I can't, like, automatically sync beats together. But I've literally made a whole drum progression and everything off of my iPod. And I'm like, this is genius. Why don't bands do this? I think it's great.
Is it like one where you're just placing, like, the samples, or is it like where... Because I've got one on my phone. I'm pretty sure whatever you used was better, but it's bongo drums. And it's just, like, 2 big drums, and then you bang them. But there's also, like, a little triangle. You go, like, ting! And then, like, if you hit the edge of the drum, it does it, like, kind of as if it's 2 drumsticks cooking. And I could spend literally half an hour on that, just go... Boop, 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 like, you hit it in different parts, doing different sounds. Like, were you literally touching the screen to play it?
Yeah.
Or is it, like, you just putting in the sound? Is that literally
well,
how it is?
Well, yeah, what you do, you've got like it's actually sat out on the iPhone. On my iPhone, as a full set drum kit. So you're there doing like you've got the bass drum, you got the snare drum, you get everything on there, and I'm there going like dum 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 dum. Even though I can't do fills, so it's more of just a very simple drum beat. But it came out brilliant. It literally.
I love the way that like the rock and roll lifestyle has changed in modern times. Like when you think back to like the Who and Led Zeppelin to now, like you can have rock stars like huddled over a touch screen, like tapping it with their fingers to play like the drum solos.
Hey, oi mate, do you wanna come and do some band practice? Yeah, let me just whip out the iPad. Right, there we go. It's just, I've got GarageBand on my phone now. I'm away for like the whole weekend now. I've recorded a few of my songs on there, and I'm just going to be spending it like on violins and, layering drum beats and playing the piano. That's all I'm going to be doing. I'm not going to be doing any college work. That's just like that.
Did you ever have one of the keyboards? Like, I don't know, we had them in school. I don't know if you ever had one at home, like, where it's just got like the background drum beat, but then there's like a setting where you press it and it'll just play like random voice recordings. So it would be like boom, ch, in the background. And then you press press it and it'd be like a guy going like 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like, and then there's a random one. I don't know if any of you had this, but I had this. One of the things they said was dictionary. I don't know if it's because it was a school one or something. So you'd be like, give me a beat in the background, and this is what it would be like.
Right.
Be like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, dictionary, dictionary, dictionary. That's what it used to be. That's what our music lessons would contain. I'm not even joking about that. I'm sure you can still buy them. But one of the words is dictionary. I loved it. And you press it really quick, so it'd be like dictionary, dictionary, dictionary. That's
the only reason why they're putting them in schools is because it goes dick. That's the only reason, because children find it amusing when people go dick or penis.
To be fair, it is because it is actually amusing. That is why.
That's exactly it. I mean, you got the drum kit, then all of a sudden people realise that these voices, that if you play them in a progression, they'll go ah 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 ah, and they're like, wow, that's awesome. Bum 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 bum. It's great. It's like the Korg pianos. That's exactly what they are. It's just like the Korg just going bum bum bum. I want to see a person. There's got to be a person that says it. There has to be a person behind a microphone. It's like, okay, now in the key of A sharp, bomb.
I don't think it's live.
Bomb.
I think it's not like a guy there, like, he has a big row of lights, and then it's like, oh, the A minor's just lit up. Like, I think they pre-record it, then it just plays it back.
Obviously, but could you just imagine a midget in a keyboard just going, all right, bomb. The pitch, the range on that guy going from bomb, bomb, is like genius. This is so great. I
don't know. Maybe maybe it's just a row of them, and they all have their own key. They're all high. They had to audition. Like, oh, what are you applying for? I'm applying for B. Like, they're all applying for their own chord or their own note or whatever.
Exactly.
And then they will just stand in a row, and then when they're pointed to, they just do it.
It's genius. But can you just imagine, like someone in a studio recording for Korg, just there, like recording for the piano, just saying, right, I want you to go bomb. Bomb. And
what's my line again? It's just bomb. Just bomb.
But also they have the enhancers, don't they? So you can just record it. I think I've got it on my iPhone. I'm doing it. Let's write a song with samples.
Well, shall I get my bongo drums out?
I think you should. We'll have a little jam.
Okay, let's see if I still got the app. I don't know if I've downloaded it or not. I hope I didn't. Oh no, I've got it. I've got it
good.
Here.
Brilliant.
Right, let me see if this is going to pick up on the mic. Oh no, because the app just crashed. Brilliant.
Oh, that's not good. So right, let's get onto this little app where is a song I was recording last night, but I'm not going to play it. Okay, apparently that's already. I don't go back. Thank you. I don't. Ah!
Can you hear that? All right? Is that showing up?
I can hear it certainly.
This is the best bit.
That's great. That's great.
But yes, I'll do that for ages. Someone there would just be having a conversation with me, and I'll just be a little bit bored. And instead of saying like, "Oh, better run," and walking away, I'll just slowly slip my phone out my pocket and get it up. And while they're still talking to me, I'll just be going. Just like, you're not holding my attention. I need bongo drums.
Brilliant. Right. Okay. Let's see what have we got. We've got. Okay. We're gonna go bomb. I'm gonna go bomb. Let's get my iPhone up.
Okay.
Bomb. Done. Okay. Ready? Here we go. I've just done bomb. Right, let's. Okay, I want to plug in some speakers to do it, but I don't think I'll be able to. Let's get this up.
That's pretty
awesome.
Scroll. No, now you gotta do it. Say. now you gotta say dick and then do it again, just to make it funnier.
Dick. Right, bomb. Dick. Okay, new sample. Dick. You got the little at the end of it as well.
I knew that'd be fun.
I can't even get that far on the keyboard. Let's sustain it. Wait.
Dick. Have you heard of an app called Songify?
Songify? I haven't.
You'll love this. Basically, you just sing into it, and whatever you can just speak into it. You can do whatever. You can just do whatever like sound you want, and it will auto-tune you and like make it into a song.
Oh wow!
So should we try? Yay! Auto-tune. Okay, so give me something to sing, and I'll sing it into it, and I'll play it back, and we'll see what we get.
The cat said bark.
The cat said bark.
Yes.
Okay, just that, or anything else? I can do a little. We can do a few lines. It'll make it better.
Let's see. The cat said bark when the squirrel ran away.
The cat said bark when the squirrel ran away. The cat said bark when the squirrel ran away. Yes, he did. He said bark. How convenient. And then he ran away. Beautiful. Okay, now this is going to make this into a beautiful song, and it's going to be amazing.
The cat said bark when the squirrel ran away. The cat said bark when the squirrel ran away. Yes, he did. He said bark.
I love it.
And then he ran away.
Look, Mum, I can sing.
Ran away.
But there's all different songs you can do as well. This is called Double Rainbow. I think this one's a bit more emotional.
Oh, I love Double Rainbow.
The cat said bark when the squirrel ran away. The cat said bark when the squirrel ran away. Yes, he did. He said bark. Then he did. He said bark.
Can we just do this for the rest of the podcast?
I'd love to.
And then he ran away.
It gets better. Get ready for the climax.
I'm ready.
When the squirrel ran away.
Yeah, anyway, yeah, so a little plug.
It just reminds me of Gladys, just like saying some hello on Portal. It's genius. You wouldn't believe how many comments I get daily saying, you're the guy from Portal. You're the robot. You're Wheatley. It's just every day.
Yeah, I mean, I think anyone British gets said that
yeah.
to be honest. I've had that a few times. Okay,
I can't blame you either.
I've just looked through the my pre-recorded songs I've made on this app, yeah? And this is the list of my titles, yeah, for what I've named them. 1, Cheesy Biscuits. 2, Annette is a Poo. No, the next one, Mad. And the final one, Minecraft Ballad. Is there any of them you would like to? You can pick one of them, we'll have a listen to it. So, Cheesy...
Minecraft Ballad.
Okay. This is the first one I did. I think this is when I was learning how to do it.
Hello, this is Stampylongnose. Welcome to a Minecraft
I actually posted this on my Facebook page when I first did it.
Bloody googlies.
You made me laughing.
This is Stampylongnose.
I think it was one that just happened to work well with the tune.
Yeah.
I love you, Gregory.
That's enough. Yeah, so that's called Songify. I mean, I can leave that as a link somewhere or other, whatever it's called on podcasts.
Product placement. Songify. $1.99.
Yeah, I don't own any shares in this app or anything. It's just really good fun. keeps me entertained anyway.
The chord progression. Actually, I can get that up on my iPhone. I just realised what the chord progression was. You play it again. If you played that chord progression again.
Yeah.
There's one proper song we'd be able to sing over the top of that.
What do you mean? You're saying that wasn't a proper song?
No, it was an amazing song.
Oh, actually, I want to play this one. The one that's Annette as a Poo, yeah, is my sister. Shout out to my sister. Not that she's ever going to listen to this. And I was trying to get her to do it. I was like, check out this app. Just speak into this. And she was going, no, don't want to. I was like, oh, go and do it. And I was like, go and do it. She's like, no, don't want to do it. So I was like, right, you're a poo. And so I started singing into it, saying, Annette is a poo, because she won't record. And then, then I was playing this back, and then she couldn't help but laugh, and then she wanted to actually do it after.
Annette is a poo, because Annette won't sing, Annette won't even speak, so Annette is a poo. She is such a poo, she smells like it too. Annette is a poo, because Annette won't sing.
Yeah, anyway, you get the idea. And so on, and so on.
The glories of auto-tune.
Annette is a poo. I'm sorry, Annette. I'm sorry. I give her a shout out, and then I call her a poo in front of all of the 25 people that are going to listen to this.
25. Pretty impressive. Not gonna lie.
I'm hoping we get more than that. It doesn't really. But I mean, as I said to you before we started, it's just a conversation, this podcast. It's just a chat.
I can tell.
Oh no, it's super serious. It's a gaming information channel, you know. It's where I give out important information and give out tips and strategies, and it's all straight to the point without any fluff, you know. Streamlined, I call this podcast. Streamlined.
But the thing is, the one thing you need to realise is that you need to skip to at least 40 minutes to get the game news.
Yeah. The first 40 minutes are awful. Don't get me started on that. Anyway, let's talk about gaming, because I mean this is in the gaming and hobbies section. So just to make sure we don't get kicked off iTunes for false advertising. And I've done a few podcasts before with some other guests. And I've mainly talked about Minecraft, and I know you're big on Minecraft, and so am I, but you're also big on Halo, and I wanted to talk to you about Halo 4, because I've stopped doing normal gameplay commentaries, like Halo commentaries, just because I've got a bit bored of Halo, and I see that you still upload them, but certainly not as regularly as I reckon you used to. I think that, I mean, it's you're uploading a lot of Minecraft and Assassin's Creed and Far Cry and, like, more single-player games. So yeah, what's your thoughts on Halo 4? Forgetting commentaries or anything, just playing the game. Is it still fun to you, or what? Oh, he's gone. Right, okay, bear with me 1 second. I thought it was a bit quiet for a bit, yeah. I wasn't looking at my screen for a bit, and we've just lost Lewis. Hello? Are we back? No, okay. Excuse me, we're going through a few technical difficulties at the moment. I'm going to try and call Lewis back again. Oh, here we go, he's calling me. Hello, you there? Are we on? Are we back? Oh, we're calling each other at the same time. Hello? Are we back?
Sorry, there was a technical difficulty.
That's what I just said. I think we're calling each other at the same time.
Hello, how'd it go? Do you want to clap again? Do we do this whole clapping thing?
Oh, we should do. Okay.
Or are you still recording?
Well, yeah, are you still recording?
Oh, great. Well, I'm still recording. I was just telling the audience about the technical difficulty that's going on.
So was I. You know what it's going to be? Us both talking over each other, going, technical difficulties, I'll edit it. I'll sort it out in post. It will be fine.
Brilliant. It is literally just me. There's been a problem to this call. Probably due to the bad connection that we both have.
Probably because all our internet cables are covered in snow at the moment in Britain.
Yes, probably. I mean, it's not snowing that bad, but, you know...
It is where I am. It's actually quite funny, because while doing this, like, I mean, you're keeping my attention, but every now and then I look out my window and I can see the main road, and I'm having great fun watching people struggling to walk through the snow. And actually, like, I was going to draw attention to it, but I think we're halfway through, like, talking about something, but a couple kids actually ran into my drive, because the, like, snow's quite fresh, and started running around for a bit, and then, like, got eye contact with me, like, with this big mic in my face and headphones on, and went like, I just ran away out of the drive. And it made me laugh.
Well, a funny story about kids and getting eye contact. I was walking in the middle of Cambridge the other day. Obviously, I talk about Cambridge a lot, because that's one of the main places where I always am. So if you want to kill me, go there.
Fair enough.
Basically, well, I always like tell people where I live. It's really bad. Anyway,
your phone number,
so
where you live, any details you don't share. Like,
well, I tell everyone I live near an airport. And I say I live in the middle of nowhere, so I'm kind of, I have no idea. Well, if I'm near Cambridge, and I live near an airport, in the middle of nowhere, I'm kind of surprised that no one has any clue where I live.
This should be like some sort of, like goose chase or something, like a challenge. Try.
I'm waiting for some weirdo to knock on my door going, "Are you Lewis?" And I'm like, who's asking?
Me!
Me! I'm a subscriber, I love it! Oh my god, it's brilliant. But, you know, I was walking down Cambridge, like, once, and I was going to the big Tesco's down there. I don't know where it is. It's, like, down this Newmarket Road, and there's a massive Tesco's, and they've got, like, Maplin's and the Beehive Centre. It's, like, everything down there. And so I was walking down this road, and I walked past this guy who literally stops and looks at me for a while. And I kind of stop, and I look behind me, and he's still looking at me. Then he kind of shakes his head and walks off. And that doesn't normally happen. So, in my head, I'm thinking he must recognise me from somewhere. And so I'm thinking, where the heck would anyone recognise me from? You know, I don't exactly publicise my face on YouTube, do I? So, you know... Awkward silence. That's pretty much the end of the story, to be honest. Oh, apart from I was walking down an alleyway, it was 2 nights ago after I went to Zizzy's, as we were talking about the other day. And I was walking down this alleyway, near Parker's Piece, if everyone knows where Parker's Piece is in Cambridge. And there was a guy getting in a car, and then there were these 2 guys coming towards me who kind of gave me a funny look. And I carried on walking. The car goes by, and I look behind me, because that's just what a sensible person does, walking down a weird alleyway in Cambridge. You look behind you, these 2 guys are turned around and have just started following me, and I'm there going, oh crap, oh bollocks. So, you know, I didn't leg it or anything, I just started walking a bit faster. By the time I've, like, looked behind me, they're gone, so I'm like, okay, this is good, I'm not dead. So, I could have died that night, guys. Lucky I'm still here.
Is that like your most like traumatic story? You just saw 2 people walking and you had a panic attack.
No, 2 people walking towards me and then started following me.
Well, they might have just like forgot. So, like, have you ever done that when you're walking down the road and then you suddenly realise like you're either walking in the wrong direction or you forgot
But there were two
something?
hoodies.
But
There were hoodies.
But have you ever done that yourself and you just feel weird just changing direction?
Yeah, of course, I hate it.
Like you're walking down the road, you're like, oh no, I'm going the wrong way. But you can't just suddenly be walking and then just turn around and walk the other way because it's weird. Like everyone's like, what the hell?
You do?
So you got to like cross the road and go back, or so you got to like, or like really overly dramatic, like make it obvious you forgot something. Like, oh no, I forgot that thing. Must go back. Like, talk, or like get your phone out and pretend to text and go like, aha, and like turn around. And
Unfortunately, that's what I do. I look at my
back.
phone and go, I better go back. Oh dear. So everyone thinks, oh, it's okay. Someone's just calling him, or you know. But no, the most traumatic experience I've ever had is I was in the middle of Cambridge, because, you know, apparently I live there now, which I don't, by the way. And I'm always on about Cambridge. It's not a great place to be. It's not that great. I big it up like it's amazing, but it seriously isn't that great. If anyone lives... Have you ever been to Cambridge?
No, I
You should
haven't.
go.
No.
It's amazing.
What a contradiction! It's not amazing. Have you been? No, it's amazing. He doesn't know any better.
There's like 5 Costas there. It's like, you know, I'm walking down from the train station. There's a Costa to the left of me. I carry on walking. There's then a Costa in the Grand Arcade. I carry on walking. There's then yet again another Costa down the road. I'm thinking these are all like within 5 minutes of each other. I don't even know how they're still in business, to be honest. But you know, it's all good.
How much coffee do people
I don't
need?
know, but then there's a Cafe Neuro and Starbucks. I'm like, wow, okay, well, bear in mind, I did get a free Cafe Neuro from O2 the other day, so I'm kind of happy.
Why'd you get that?
O2 Moments. We all love that.
I don't even know what that is. I've heard of it. It sounds like an advert I've heard. It's probably been imprinted in my brain. I don't know what
Probably.
it is.
No, it was great because I was like, I look at, you know, you have the O2 Moments. They send you a bit of a text saying, oh, this is what you can get. And I'm looking and going, oh, a free Cafe Neuro, a regular-sized handmade drink. And I'm like, oh, great. So I went in there and I looked at the menu and I thought, let's just get the most expensive drink. You know, you might as well. Instead of getting like a regular coffee for like £2, I got like a mocha for like, what is it, £3.70, which is like ridiculous, but with whipped cream. It was. They're like, do you want whipped cream with that? I'm like, they said, don't worry, we won't add on any prices. They're like, great, yeah, I'll have whipped cream as well. So it's
just put anything you can put on.
Exactly.
Just fit whatever you can in there.
That's
Put
it.
loads of teaspoons in there, straws, anything. Just
I think the straws.
put a muffin in there.
The muffin, yeah, that's right. I mean, if they give away a free muffin, I'd be all over that thing. It'd be amazing. Oh dear. But no, most traumatic experience, right? Walking in Cambridge, down from a church. Not that I was going to the church. I was just carefully walking past the church, near Cafe Neuro, in fact. And I was looking at this musician, because there's always a bunch of buskers in Cambridge, like all the time. Because it's like a bit of plugging here, but Cambridge is like the only it's like the only city. Well, it's not even a city, but you know, it's the place where you don't actually need a license to busk. So you can just go
Really?
along a busk. It's great, yeah. Don't need a license. It's great. And I was walking along. I was looking at this guy. All of a sudden, I feel this thing hit my head. And I turn around, and there's this homeless guy saying, "Don't look down on people." He's thrown a baguette at my head. I'm like, why are you throwing food at me? And so I'm like, okay, cool, just walk away. I won't act. I'm not going to say I acted cool. I literally did walk away quite fast. And all of a sudden, I go into Sainsbury's. I come out the door, and he's just standing there. I'm like, oh my goodness me, let's just stay in Sainsbury's just a bit longer.
He's going to beget me to death.
I just don't understand why a homeless person would throw food at you.
I just imagine you come out and he's got all his mates, and they're all standing there in a row, like in biker jackets, all holding baguettes, like banging them against their hands, like, you dare, mate. This bread's been stale for 2 weeks, it's rock hard. Perfect for crushing skulls.
Oh my, it's true though, it's great. But, you know, I don't think I've had a traumatic experience.
Never had a traumatic experience.
I haven't had a bad traumatic experience. That's the only one I can think of, getting a baguette thrown in my face.
Life been that shelter that you've never had a traumatic experience.
It's bad, isn't it?
What was the moment when... Okay, forget traumatic. What was your most embarrassing moment you've been into? You know the situation where you literally just want to get a shovel like Minecraft and just dig to bedrock, you know? What situation have you been in like that?
Good use of metaphor, by the way. I
Thank you.
have no idea. I can't... I mean, obviously I have been in a situation like that before, but ever since I started doing YouTube stuff, I kind of couldn't care less. If you ever hear a guy say, 2 for 1 on mobile internet, that is me. I'm in the street, there was a bus going by, you know the double-deckers, advertising things.
Yeah.
You know, at the moment it's like advertising like Les Mis all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm there going, Les Miserables, out of cinemas now! And, you know, I am that guy that's down the street shouting it. Everyone looks at me like I'm a bit of a freak, but I don't really care anymore.
So has YouTube made you more confident then, do you reckon?
I'd say it has. It really has. I'm a bit of an idiot, to be honest.
Like, why? Like, do you find that just because, like, you've been accepted, like, I mean, you've got quite a lot of fans and there's a lot of people that watch your videos, like, do you think that because you know there's a lot of people out there that, like you and send you messages saying that, do you think that's just sort of made you think, like, oh, like, I got to be alright then, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. I definitely do, because I remember when I only had, like 1,000 subscribers or something, or like, I remember actually when I had 999, because, you know, it's the part where I just literally got TGN partnership, and I posted on a forum and said, oh, I've nearly got 990 subscribers come see, and the people started criticising my videos, which was horrible, but you know, it happens, doesn't it? And, but it's the really bad part when you try and, there's people around, like, your friends and everyone, and they ask you what you do, and I'm there going, nothing, don't worry, and it's really embarrassing, because the first time anyone actually found out I was doing my music course, and I told my mate, and he ended up accidentally telling my like one of my other mates, Brett, and Brett obviously went and told a bunch of people, and everyone come and asked me, it's like, Lewis, you work for YouTube? And I'm like, yeah, and it's really embarrassing.
Why though? Why should it be? It shouldn't be, though, really.
It was just that, like, you know, I was the quiet kid in the class. No one really
I
respected me.
don't believe that for one
No,
second.
honestly, 2 years of music, no one knew I sung at all in music until, like, the second year. It was really horrible. Now they kind of know. I'm, like, doing everything. It's awesome. But, but it's kind of, they asked me, and I felt really embarrassed, because, you know, you see all these massive YouTubers with, like, millions of subscribers and millions of views, and I'm there thinking, oh, yeah, I've only got, like, 100,000 views, and I go home and talk to myself, and like 20 people watch my videos, and it's you know when people ask you to go and view their channel and they've only got like 20 subscribers and their videos don't get any views, and you know I watch it, I'm having fun, but I feel really sorry for them, because you know, I mean, I know they want to get somewhere, but it's on the other case when you actually have the people that say, oh, I'm amazing, and I don't like being that person. But it's kind of got to the point now where I was doing a pantomime last year. And I ended up mentioning to a few people that that's what I do for a job, and because people ask me what I do, and I said that, and they're like, "Oh, you work for YouTube?" Well, I don't you know what I mean, when work I partnered.
Yeah.
So I just tell people I do, because it makes a lot more sense, and plus it's cooler. I like it. Well, I work for a gaming company that sponsors me to post YouTube videos.
That doesn't sound good. I mean, if you can say, like, oh, got a call from the boss. Hi, Google. Like, it sounds better, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I would love to do that one day. I believe I was going to go in for. It was meant to be yesterday, but I was ill yesterday. I couldn't go to college, but it was. I was meant to do this whole interview thing. There's this weird publicity thing going for Cambridge. Someone's coming in to audition us, and it said related experience. And I went paid YouTube commentator. And I felt so good. I think I know I have no time to do it either. I have no time at all, because I'm doing so much at the moment, apart from like now where I'm talking to myself and you, which is great. But I think I handed it in because I wanted to put paid YouTube commentator. I thought that was awesome. I just can't wait to put this on my CV.
Yeah, and the problem is now, I mean, it's still, I mean, the commentators have been going for quite a few years, but it's only within probably the last 3 or maybe 4 years where it's like a profession. It's a brand new profession. Like, it's not properly a video producer. It's like gameplay commentaries is a new job title, which the majority of people, unless you're in that scene, don't even know exists. Though, like, I mean, I work in a pub, like, as my other job, and like no one knows what I do. Like, I mean, the old men that are coming in drinking real ale and that, and they were like, "Oh, what's your day job?" And I'm like, I don't have time to explain like what the internet is and what computers are before I get to my little niche in the corner, you know. So,
I mean, in fact, I remember telling my girlfriend's parents what I worked as. I mean, obviously, I told her. I didn't tell her straight away. Obviously, I thought it was a bit embarrassing at the time, and I thought she'd like hate me for years of my life, and you know, ugh. But
hate you.
Yeah,
I mean,
know,
misunderstand it. Think you're a bit of a nerd, but I don't think they'd hate. I'm a gameplay commentary. That deeply offends me. Get out of my house.
Well, that's it. But I remember we were all sitting around a table. It was me and her parents, and her sister and her boyfriend, and so. Her dad kind of asked me, he's like, I'll say, okay, what are you doing? You know, when it's the father. I mean, he's a chill now father, but it's kind of that weird thing. So, yeah, I work for YouTube. Like, but all of a sudden, you know, I see her sister's boyfriend turn ears going, what? You know, because he's like, I mean, he's older. He's like 20, 24 or something, but he plays Xbox like all the time. And he's like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah, I play games. And he's like, you play games and get paid for it. I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, is this enough to get earned? Is, enough to make a living from? I was like, well, I can't buy a house or anything, but, I'm surviving. He's like, that's so cool. And so, you know what, he's at the moment, but he had never seen my commentaries before. I showed him the beginning of a Halo commentary. Hi guys! He put my phone down, gave it to me back, and he just burst out laughing. So I felt really offended. But he said, it was just unexpected shock of you going, hello, I'm Lewis, how's it going? I'll be playing with a Halo 4 gameplay for you today.
I think it's tougher. Like, it's a bit more embarrassing now, I think, for me. Now, like, so I never used to do Let's Plays. I mean, you told me off when we had to do our dual commentary, because I used to always do my commentary after playing, and they're all a bit more professional. Like, I did a lot of reviews and edited videos and montages, which was, like, more the editing side of it with voiceover, sometimes scripted, which is very different to what you do. But I've now sort of moved over a bit more to your style with Let's Plays, which is a bit more personal. It's more like if I did a review and someone said, "Oh, I don't like your review because I disagree with this point," it's like I go like, "Fair enough, whatever." But if they like say, "Oh, I don't like your Let's Plays because I don't like you," it's a bit like, "Oh, like you care a bit more now."
Yes, I love it, but it is actually great fun. I mean, I get on the Xbox, and I can't say I hate it. I do. I rather enjoy it. I get on the Xbox, I play a bit of Minecraft, because Minecraft's that perfect game you can relax to. You can do whatever. Something happens, you get blown up by a creeper. Okay, I mean, yesterday I fell out of my treehouse. Just started building a treehouse. I was like, yes, I've got 18 experience, yay! And then I fell out. I got distracted by an Enderman. Fell out, killed myself. I was like, well, that's just bloody annoying. It's, and then I had to leg it back. It's at 12 minutes. I'm like, I really should end the video, but I'm legging it back to try and get all my stuff, and there's an Enderman standing there, taking a block out of the place where I placed my tree houses, by the way. So I'm kind of annoyed with him, but I can't exactly go and kill him, because he's going to kill me.
You can have a go. I mean, for me, Minecraft is just, completely revitalized, my love of making videos, gameplay commentaries and just gaming. I mean, as I said, I was getting a bit bored of Halo and just traditional commentaries, It got to a point where I'd be like, oh, I need to upload a video. Oh, let's quickly try and think of a topic. Oh, what can I talk about? And it wasn't like, oh, good, I want to make a video. It was, oh, I should make one now. And it would make me not want to do it, because I think that if you're not enjoying it, then your videos are going to be a bit rubbish. But then I started doing Minecraft, and now I genuinely I'm excited when I'm about to start a video. When I'm about to press record, I'm like, hello, Stampylongnose, whatever. I'm actually excited about, yay, I'm doing another video, because I enjoy making them so much. I don't know why. It's just, and it's lasted for, since Minecraft came out. I thought it might fade for a bit, but I'm still, I'm excited, oh, what am I going to build today? What's going to happen in this video? I don't ever fake enthusiasm in my videos. And because if I'm not looking forward to doing a video, I just won't do it. If I'm a bit tired, I won't do it because it'll be a bit rubbish. So I'm now actually excited about making videos again, which I'm happy about.
I can't blame you. It's amazing fun. I love it. I mean, I've been doing this for how long have I been doing it? I think I've been doing it for almost 2 years now, which is ridiculous. But I've been uploading Halo commentary since July. No, I've been uploading Halo commentary. This is ridiculous, by the way. Every single day since August 2011.
That's crazy. But the thing is, your Halo videos are a lot more similar to your Minecraft. Your Halo videos are fun and entertaining when mine weren't. But I mean, I might drop a joke accidentally, whoops. But mine were more either informative or me talking about I think the game scene is going to be changing because of cultural diversity. It's more boring stuff like that, which some people find interesting.
Yeah, that's it. I mean,
but yours is more whoa, headshot! Oh my god, I'm actually doing well for once. Oh, I want to kill this one. Yours is energetic and exciting, which I can imagine is more fun to record.
I mean, yeah, it's great fun. But the problem is, I mean, with the videos that you were doing, that's what people want. I look these days. That's how what's his name? That Green Skull guy. That's how he got so popular, by doing informative videos. Halo Zone, informative videos. Paul B, informative videos and pretty good walkthroughs, which actually works for me. Yeah. I've found out the whole technique for YouTube and how to get somewhere on the search engine. Halo 4 gameplay, that is a nightmare, because you got the Rad Brad and you got all these random massive commentators and Syndicate getting to the top of the search engine because of views and likes and their fan base, which is really difficult for smaller YouTubers. And I knew this was going to happen. As soon as I knew Halo 4 was coming out, I knew that was exactly what's going to happen. But Halo 4's a pain in the bottom to get to the search engine. Halo Reach, I was lucky with, because my title, the title was informative. That's exactly what people wanted to know. That's like, here is a gameplay of Living Dead on the Cage with commentary. Oh, well, look at that one. That's there. Why not? And now,
I saw that. That was that one's got loads of views. I've seen that video. That's got like I don't know how many, but I have watched that one. That was one of your early Halo ones. I've
really
seen that
early.
one.
That was literally in August. That's got like 40,000 views now. I think it's got something ridiculous. But it's me going, "Hi guys, it's Lewis. Oh, oops, I did it again. Oh, get out of my way." And people quote me from that. I meet people on Xbox Live that say, "Oh, I met you on that video." I'm like, "What video?" The one where you go, "Oops, I did it again." I'm like, "Oh." I still get comments from it. It's like that is my most popular video, apparently, but I have no idea.
Yeah, do you find that, like, the videos that you become most popular, like, you're never happy with? I'm always like, why didn't, like a video I spent ages working on and planning and editing and that, why didn't that become popular? Why did the one where it's like, oh, when I introduced my video, like, I accidentally made a farting sound. I was like, why did those ones get to the top? Why don't my good videos get to the top?
That's exactly it. It's really annoying. I mean, nowadays, I've done some Minecraft, I look back and go, wow, actually, I've done something awesome. And I'm looking at my Minecraft gameplay at the moment, and I'm like, okay, I don't know why people are finding it enjoyable, because I have no idea what I'm doing. So I've after I watched your video, I thought I need a fresh start. I actually need to do something different. I need to do something. Bear in mind, you did influence me to build a treehouse, because I thought that looks awesome. So I got some bone meal.
Did you see those videos? I mentioned you in one of my first videos, by the way.
Really?
I talk about you very briefly. I'm talking about, I think it's like my 4th video or so, and I'm talking about like all of the Xbox people coming to Minecraft and some of the people that are doing it, and I mention you in it. And about I think you were building when you first started, you were building something really high in the sky with I think like glass or something on the floor. It's like, yeah, I talk about you like very briefly. You don't get, like, it's not an episode dedicated to you, but I was always wondering like whenever I mention someone in my videos or give someone a shout out, I never tell them, because I always think it's always a bit more exciting if they accidentally find it, and like if they don't, it doesn't matter. So
it's also there's been videos where I've got like, oh, so and so sent me. So my throat's going. I might need to cough. I don't want to cough on screen. Cut it out. Cut out the cough.
Don't give me more editing work. Just move away from the mic. Do a tase on Nate. What the hell? That's not. What was that? I was like, move away from the mic to cough. I was expecting to hear this. Like that, just a bit away from the mic. I'm like, move away from the mic so you can have to like clear your throat. I see you go. I just imagine you rolling around the floor, just like.
I took off my headset and held it at arm's length away while I turned my head the other way, coughing.
I assure you,
I thought that was good.
We picked that up perfectly.
In the background.
We picked that up perfectly. Your whatever that was. Oh man, I just got the image of a big splat on your wall now. It's disgusting. I'm not. Oh, I'm sorry. It's horrible.
Oh dear, I have no idea what we're talking. Oh, Minecraft. Yeah, no, I got Dunk and Dunk Gaming or whatever they are. Dunky Dunk. Oh, they done a bunch of Halo videos. But a Halo rap explaining the story of Halo, and I ended up getting a bunch of comments like that next day. They have like 100,000 subscribers or something. And I got a few comments like the next day saying, "Oh yeah, so and so sent me, and I'm like, what? So I type it up, and there's this new video, Halo montage rap thing, which is quite funny. And this guy with like 100,000 subscribers and a few million views has just featured me in his video, saying, "Oh, check out Lewis Blogs Gaming's Halo walkthrough here." And I'm like, "Oh, that's nice." And then I sent him a message. He didn't get back to me, but it's quite nice to be appreciated by other YouTubers that have seen my videos.
Yeah, like people that know what it's like to make videos, and like it's not as easy as it seems. It's easy to be very critical when you've not tried doing what they've done.
Exactly.
And you realise that sometimes it's hard to come up with things to say, or like if you're having a really boring game, to try and make it entertaining. Sometimes people don't appreciate that. And I don't know, do you find that when you're doing commentary, you just sometimes say stuff you don't really mean just to like fill a gap, and you watch it back and you're like, why did I say that? Or like, I don't know, is this just something that I do, or is this common? Please say you don't.
I do it as well. It's fine. I've been playing Far Cry. And I loved it. Oh my goodness me! I played it for the first. This is totally kind of off subject. I started playing it, and I've just literally started posting it online. I've like episode 7 tomorrow or something, and I've already done 32 episodes because I just enjoyed it so much. I just got into it. It was amazing. I got it over Christmas. But during the game, there's these moments in the cutscenes, And after the cutscenes, there is like a Yo Mama joke there that I could say, and I say it, and I watch it back going, oh well, that's just awkward. So I just delete it out of the commentary, thinking I'm just going to leave a gap there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might have done that a few times. I mean, I try and leave it as pure as
that's
possible,
it.
but there are there's a few times when like I'll be really laughing or something, then as soon as I finish laughing, I go like that, or something, like I'll breathe in and it just will sound horrible, and I'll just be like, I just put the audio levels down a little bit there, or like I'll laugh and I go like like that, or something. I'll be like, let me just make it a little less snotty,
Auto-tune.
Sound a little bit better. That's what we should do. We should do an auto-tuned commentary.
That'd be hilarious. That would be hilarious.
I mean, we should do a Minecraft dual commentary all in auto-tune. But like the thing is, because as we're recording it, we won't be able to hear it. We do it auto-tune later, so we could just be chatting and be like, "Oh my god," and be like, "Oh my god," like that'd be awesome. But in tune, unlike what I say.
Brilliant. I'd absolutely adore that. Oh my goodness me. You know when Ghost Recon came out, like the new one, Future Soldier.
Yeah.
There was a really awkward moment in that where you have the little goggle things and you're looking through to have a look at people, and I'm like, I'm looking for things, I'm looking for people, I'm going around, and then all of a sudden I see this branch. I'm like, person, branch, and I'm like just about to shoot it, and I thought, oh no, don't worry, it's just an arm. And it was one of the most racist comments I've ever said in a commentary. And I thought,
but it's not though, because it's an honest mistake.
No,
that's not actually.
It got racist because I said, oh, I didn't mean to offend anyone. I didn't mean to be racist. And so
okay.
there's this 10 to 30 second chunk of me explaining like why I didn't mean to be racist and how it wasn't racist. I just cut out this whole 30-second chunk, and then I got comments in this video saying, did anyone notice Lewis going really, really quiet for 30 seconds during the video? I'm like, oh, I'm not telling them what happened. Not telling them.
I think what would have been funnier is if you cut out the moment but left the explanation in, because then like it would have just made people really curious to what you said. Like if it was just like blah 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 blah. I am so sorry. What I just said then, I know it sounds like the most offensive, mind-blowing thing in the world, and I will never repeat it. I am so sorry. If you just do that, people are like, what did you say?
Enigma codes.
Yeah, just troll them all.
It was brilliant. I mean, there is certain gaming experiences that I absolutely missed though. Oh my god, the worst game to comment over was Halo Wars. It was one of the trickiest games to commentate over.
Just to find things to say.
It is, and it's like, what is it? It's not a first-person shooter, is it? It is an
RTS.
It's an RTS. It is. Yeah. I mean, you're not in the action. You're not hiding from people. I started doing the commentary, which, by the way, is like the Halo Wars stuff is quite popular. I'm like, this is great. I don't know why it's so popular, but I managed to beat like all these massive YouTubers, getting up to the top of the search engine. And I was like, yes, in your face, people. So I was quite happy.
Was there anyone else doing Halo Wars?
Yeah,
I didn't know Halo Wars commentaries existed.
Yeah,
until you mentioned
I don't think
them.
I don't think it was a commentary. It was more of a let's have a look. There's these massive. Who are they? They're the coop mode, whoever they are, the co-op mode. There we go, the co-op mode. Sorry, I don't know what I'm about.
That's the chicken mode, the chicken coop mode, isn't it? That one.
Yeah, that's it. So you got the coop. So yeah, you got the co-op corner. Sorry, my bad. Co-op corner, and they are annoying. They are annoying, and I just I found it quite annoying. But the thing is that if you start up a YouTube show on YouTube, you're bound to get somewhere. And I was and my Halo videos. My Halo video games. Very popular. Yeah. And I started posting commentary.
I've heard of them.
They've only got like 100,000 views on each of their videos. I'm like, ugh. And I started posting Halo Wars, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to be able to do anything. And I was there battling with them, and I managed to get to the top of the search engine. I'm like, in your face, how do you feel? But the problem is, my videos, they're just at the beginning of the part one. It's like, I'm going to be playing Halo Wars for you today. I start playing it, and I'm like, aliens.
Here we are.
The first one, you're in a warthog. Have you played Halo Wars?
I played the demo, so I think I know the bit you're talking about with the warthog.
Yeah, you're in a warthog and like and I'm there trying to make it interesting. It's really difficult.
To me, Halo's a first-person shooter, and the campaign wasn't enough for me to like. To drag me to a console RTS, If I'm going to play an RTS, I'll play like StarCraft on the computer. I'm not going to put myself through that. I don't know. What's it like, Halo Wars? It gets a lot of stick, but is it all right?
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I absolutely adored it. It's I'm into strategy games anyway, to be honest. Not big strategy games. I mean, like Portal. That's great. I love it's brilliant. But it's it was good. It was good fun while it lasted, and trying to figure out the strategies towards the game. But the cutscenes, oh my goodness me, the graphics for the cutscenes are amazing.
Because it's still CG though. I suppose it doesn't matter. I mean, but yeah. I mean, that's the only reason I'd want to play through is for the story. But that still wasn't enough for me. I don't think. Like, I don't know.
No. You can just watch it on YouTube, to be honest. It's fine.
Just watch your videos.
It's a bit better.
Playing it.
If I'm trying to make it interesting, just watch it. It's fine. But surprisingly, it's only like 30 episodes still for me. I mean, I found out with like each Halo game I've been doing, apart from like the first one, which took me like 70 episodes, which was ridiculous. I don't know why. But the second and third and Reach and Wars and Halo 4, they were all 30 episodes long.
Like, I don't know. I suppose
which is crazy.
I suppose they're all kind of a similar length, about 8 hours. Like, your video's a bit shorter than mine. Mine normally go around 20-25 minutes. Yours are generally around the 15-minute mark, aren't they? So
yeah, 10 minutes. I do a cut mark at 10. I'm like, that's it. That's all I'm doing.
But have you not? I always prefer longer for a Let's Play, just because, like, I don't know. I suppose I always think that for a gameplay commentary, I try and have it under 10 minutes for like a standard one. But for a Let's Play, like for me, I faff so much. Like, at the beginning of all my videos, I have like a few rituals. Like, I have like a garden where I put up a sign to give someone a shout out, one of my subscribers, and then I go and like I have like a whole doghouse full of dogs, and I pick a dog, and then I got all this stuff I go in and do, and then I go and show whatever I was building in the last video, like what I've changed and added to it, and like. That takes up about 7 minutes, and I'm like, right, let's build. And it's like, oh, it's night. I need to go to sleep first. I go back to my house, normally on a minecart track, and go to sleep, wake up. And it's like, the first half of the video is just faff. And then, like if I only did 10 minutes, like, I would get literally nothing done. I'd still be living in a hole in the ground with one torch and a bed.
You see, I think that's brilliant. To be honest, I mean, you had the exact same reaction for when your dog died, your first dog died, to when my first dog died. I was like, no! I mean, I spent ages trying to, this is when I was watching it yesterday, but I was like, it was awful. This is the most horrific moment you can ever have with a dog. I got 2 dogs. And I was so happy. I finally got 2. I called them Pat and Pat the dog.
Pat and
Pat the dog.
Yeah.
I know. Wordplay. Plus, I saw it was on Friends as well. So I was like, I'll do that. And so they're Pat and Pat the dog. I got like 2. And I was like, let's name Pat and Pat. And so I got this. And I went exploring. I built this house out of brick. My first brick house. I was so happy. Let the dogs inside. And on this one occasion, I took the dogs out. And it was icy. And I walked around, I just needed to go, and it was just night time all of a sudden. I'm like, oh no. And then the sun started coming up. Oh, brilliant. And there was a creeper. And obviously I hit the creeper, and what do the dogs do? The creeper. And I'm like, okay, let's run away. Let's just run away. Run to the house, get in the house. So I get in the house, dogs are next to the house, really, really suspicious. Suspicious, that's not even a word, I don't care. We're at the house, we're at the brick house, it's just like the Free Wolves, you blow down a straw house, obviously it'll blow down, you blow down the other house, whatever it was, and that will blow down. Then you get to a brick house, that doesn't blow down at all, because it's brick. It's meant to survive. So I get in there, I'm like, come on dogs, come on Pat, and then the creeper comes along, I'm like, no! And then the dogs are still alive at this very point in time. Let's clarify this. I get in the house, okay, but kind of because it's blown up, I'm now in the water. The dogs, idiotly, they jump in the water. They're in the water, but we're at the ice stage. The dogs are now under the ice with the creeper and the weird zombie person. They're now all under the water. And I'm like, I get out of the water, and now I can just hear my dogs going, oh, 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 oh. And I'm like, no, Pat, this is the traumatic 10-second experience of my life. I didn't know what to do. And all of a sudden I hear, and I'm like, no, no.
That sound haunts my dream. The dog dying sound haunts my dream. I've had so many die. Like, do you do graves for them?
Yeah, I done this, I had diamond on me. And I was like, I don't care. Everyone's been giving me stick for having glitching the diamond, because people wanted to see how to glitch diamonds, so I thought I'd show them. Obviously, I'm still getting stick for glitching diamonds.
The
I said, look, guys,
glitch. That one.
Yes, that's it. I done it for you guys. Don't give me stick for it, okay? I done it for you. And so I made this cross, and it was gorgeous, and I put a sign on there, and it was well, it's actually like, it was more of a plus sign, but you know, it's really nice, and it's there, and it's still in memory of Pat and Pat the dog. And
that's so sad.
I missed them so much. It was just, I actually cried.
Honestly?
Well, I didn't cry.
I was going to say,
No,
honestly.
no.
Like...
My eyes watered a bit. It was a traumatic experience. Just hearing the whimpering and the creeper and the zombie under the water slashing and splashing about.
I was just really bummed out, like, especially my first dog, like Gregory, as I know it's called. Like, I mean, it died in the most pathetic way either. Like, I haven't got a story like yours. And the thing is, I come off really bad in the story as well. But, like, I just started playing Minecraft. I thought dogs were pretty tough, yeah? And, like, I mean, the whole first few days, like, basically I'd tap an enemy and, like, Gregory would go, like, and just eat it up, basically. Like, basically, I'm like, attack that thing, and it's like, and just destroy it. So I thought Gregory was this beast. It was nighttime. I was getting chased by every type of mob. I got to my house, and I ran in the door, and I was like, come on, Gregory, get in. And Gregory was like, what? I was like, come on, Gregory, get in the door. And he was like, what? Just staring at me. I was like, come on, get inside. I was like, oh, I just shut the door, and then, like, wait for it to teleport in. As I shut the door, a skeleton was just like, right, taking the perfect aim, boom, arrow right to his face, and then he just died. And I was there, like, looking through the door window, like, right in front of my house. And I've got a tradition to, wherever the dog dies, I put a grave there, no matter what. So I got loads of, like, lovely designed rooms. I got, like, a clubhouse, which has got, like, a bar and that. And just in the corner, there's just a grave with, like, a bit of gravel and a flower and, like, the grave of a dog that happened to die in that room and stuff. It's quite funny.
You've got so many dogs. How the heck did you get so many dogs?
Like, well, I mean, I breeded a couple of them by accident when trying to feed them.
Can you breed
Yeah, give them
dogs?
meat. You can breed them.
Wow!
I did it by accident on Christmas. I got as a Christmas present. I had a Christmas meal. I had like a snow golem and some of my dogs and some of my mates around having a Christmas dinner. And then I give some dogs some chicken for their meal, and they start kissing at the table. I was like, "Get a room, guys!" And then a little baby dog just popped out on the table, and I called it Chicken. And then it died 2 videos later. Spoiler alert.
Oh.
And I haven't had a good story for dying, actually. I got in my house, I got a big waterfall going through the middle of my house, and it tried swimming. And I thought it was playing Aliens, like as if it's a tractor beam, like getting taken up this tower of water. And I was like laughing at it, and then it was like started getting hurt. So I went and pushed it out, and it was like, so I fed it, and it was fine. And then I did it again, and I went up to push it out, but I couldn't. I fell down, and it started suffocating, like swimming up this water. I was like, just jump out! And it's like, rah, rah. So it died like halfway up a massive stream of water, and I couldn't put a grave there, so I had to say it dropped down to the bottom and put a grave there. Poor chicken.
That's so dramatic. Very dramatic.
And I put it.
I feel sorry for
I
your
put
life.
a chicken in the grave as well, so every time you walk past, you hear like.
That's so good. But does the chicken actually stay in there as well then?
Well, yeah, there's a chicken just living in there.
That's so awesome.
Bit of shit.
I thought I'd think the chicken would like kind of despawn or something, but
No, the animals don't despawn anymore. Mobs do, but none of the animals despawn.
oh really? Oh,
Yeah,
great.
that's why. Like, if you like shear a sheep, make sure you kill it, because otherwise it will just stay there and it won't grow its wool back. Because you've been building an animal farm as well. I've been watching that. You started building your like farm at like the exact same time I built mine.
Really?
So I was kind of comparing to see how you did it and that.
My farm's right. I don't know how to build anything in Minecraft, as you can probably tell by my house. And the lava right out. My dog died in the lava. I knew it was going to happen. And all of a sudden, oh no, another one, and it was awful.
I had a dog called Snowy died from lava.
That was hilarious.
Which was really,
I watched
yeah,
it.
just the fact it was. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Just the fact it was called Snowy, and the next video I built an igloo. I should have taken Snowy on the igloo episode. It would have made more sense. I should have taken Snowy into the lava. It was inevitable that it would die.
It's so true. I mean, you're there like, oh no, oh cool, that's a very tame dog. You know, that's a dog that, and then all of a sudden the lava comes down, and you're like, no. I'm like, no water. Oh, I don't have any water. What the chance? And it's like, oh, it's hilarious.
People get so angry at me though. They're like, why don't you take care of your dogs? Like, why did you get the dog to sit down there? I'm like, yeah, with hindsight, I wouldn't have taken, like, Snowy to sit under the lava flow. It makes sense now. At the time, I was having fun building my little house. Leave me alone. I didn't want the dogs to die. I'm more sad than you are.
It's so much fun though. It's so good.
I think the worst ones were the dogs that die outside of a video. Like if I had a dog and I've named it and that, and I put up a little sign for its name, but it was never in a video, but it died. So I still have to tell people. I have to let people know this stuff because they're going to find out eventually. And so I have to say, oh, by the way, a dog called whatever died, but you never saw him. He never got his 5 minutes of fame. Like you won't miss him because you never knew his name. And it's even more sad. or am I sad? Am I very sad?
Not really, but the thing is that your Minecraft episodes, they seem really, really entertaining, but with me, I'm like, okay, I want to do this, and then I just have no idea what to do. I do it, and then 10 minutes is over, I'm like, alright, I'll do something tomorrow, and then I change my mind and think, I'll do something else. I just think the building aspect of Minecraft's really boring, and I want to build something...
It's very repetitive, isn't it?
That's it. For me, I'm after doing it for like a year, it's kind of repetitive at the moment, but, well, it hasn't been a year, but you know what I mean. But obviously, apparently people still enjoy it.
Well, I mean, I think the big difference between our Minecraft Let's Plays is you seem to record, like, everything.
Oh,
but
yeah.
You're doing a proper Let's Play, like you would a single-player game. You just record. I mean, I assume you probably record, like, a few videos in a row, like, each time you do it.
Yeah, I do 2 a day.
Yeah. So for me, I record an episode, and then I'll kind of have a night, like, I mean, I don't plan my episodes, it's still a Let's Play, like, it's not scripted or anything, but, like, yeah, I've just got a massive, like, document with, like, 100 pages for everything I say in the Let's Play, I'll just read an auto cue, no, but, like, I know what I'm going to build, and I'll get the materials I'm going to need kind of ready, and so, like, in the video, I'm always doing just whatever it is I'm doing. And, like, I mean, I still have time, I still piss around. I'm not just, like, right, let's work building rows of blocks. I'm still, like, having fun. And, like, I always have people in my videos. You're normally alone. I always have someone with me who, they're not speaking. They're just there, like, playing around with me or just witnessing my stupidity. But you're constantly recording. I don't think I could do that. I don't think that I could entertain people enough by just constantly recording without having something to talk about. I don't know.
I think tend to happen. I mean, my throat was a very good subject, like yesterday. I was doing it like 9:30, and I'm all of a sudden deteriorating into... it was just air, to be honest. And then, I leave it in a cliffhanger where I die, and I'm like, well, I'll see you tomorrow. But I think that's the nice thing having like a 10-minute video, is that I kind of leave it in a very good cliffhanger. It's just like something... I see a ravine. I'm like, I'll come back there later. I mean, I found like 5 ravines on my seed, like, so far. I think it's ridiculous.
I think the good thing about having them about 10 minutes is that it's easier to watch through multiple ones. Like, I mean, not everyone can watch the video every day. They might be away somewhere. Like, it's easier to come back and sort of catch up. But, like, if you see, like, 25 minutes or half an hour, it's sort of like, look at your watch. Like, I'm investing my time into this now. I'm committing to watching this video, and you're rarely going to watch, like, multiple ones in a row. I mean, it becomes more like a show, like a TV show, doesn't it? Like a Simpsons episode's 20 minutes, like, including the break, and not including the break. So, I don't know. I think that is one good thing about having shorter videos, but everyone's own style.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, the only reason I had like 10-minute videos, because obviously, I started out watching Toby Games. I mean, this is a pretty obvious factor, which now whenever people say, "Oh, you sound like Toby," I'm like, who's he? Because, I hate it. I hate it so much. I mean, bear in mind, whenever you start a commentary, you're always going to be like your idol. He wasn't an idol, but he was someone I enjoyed watching, But you're always going to sound like some other person. You're always going to take little quotes from them. I mean, when I started doing stuff, I was always saying, "Girl, how you doing, girl?" And, stuff that he would do.
Yeah.
And it took me at least 6 or 7 months to create my own personality in gaming. And I'm happy that I've kind of got to this area where I'm comfortable with doing it, and it makes it more enjoyable for me knowing that I'm myself now, and it's lovely. But, the reason I've gone to this 10-minute video thing is because that's the only thing I've kept from Toby Games, or Tobuscus, is because all of his videos are 10 minutes. And what I could do is, I used to love watching them, because I'd watch this video and go, it's 10 minutes, and it would leave me waiting for more. And I'd want to watch tomorrow's episode, and I'd watch the next day's episode, or watch the next day's episode. I mean, it's only 10 minutes. But then it got to the day where he didn't upload that video. And I'm like, no. Where is it? He hasn't uploaded. Okay, maybe I'll upload it later. And then I'm getting email notifications to my phone, and I'm looking for when he actually uploads the video. And he didn't upload it. And I was really upset, because I really wanted to watch it, and I think it got to that point where it's kind of like this religious thing you want to do. But at this time, it was playing Portal 2, and I loved it, and I wanted the day to come where I played Portal 2, and it did, obviously, because I played it, and it was great fun, and it was great fun, but the whole 10-minute aspect is that you're leaving the audience wanting more at the end of your videos. People might hate it, some people might like it, but obviously if everyone hates it, then they'll want to watch the next one like tomorrow or something, which is great, you know. But I've got like 1,660 something videos, which are all 10 minutes long, and it's like nice bite-sized chunks, to be honest.
I just don't think I'd get enough. I'd feel like, for me, just because of how much I faff and ramble on. I mean, you know what it's like. You do the same thing where you're like starting to talk about something. Like, I'll be like, okay, today I'm gonna build a duck. And then I'll be like, okay, I'm going to build a duck. Oh, yeah, but first, let me just show you this. And actually, I could just finish this now. Oh, there's a bit of a minute. And then, like, it'll get to, like, 10 minutes. I'm like, okay, let's start building the duck now. And if I didn't, like, double the length of, like, my videos, then, like, I'd literally get nothing done. I mean, I know it's not about being productive. It's about being entertaining. But I want to get something done. I want to be proud of what I built. Not that I ever am.
I don't know. That's it. I remember the first time that I went off and I built something on my own without showing anybody. And they all got annoyed. They're like, Lewis, I wanted to see you build it. I'm like, okay. So like ever since then, I'm like, I better show them what I'm building. And obviously, I find that boring, like showing them that, and you know, but it's fine. You know, like when I built my slime farm, I showed them everything.
What hollowing out like a massive area, like. Oh my god! How did you do that? What did you talk about? Did you just hum for like hours on end?
Well, what happened was I got everything down there. I done this, hollowed out everything. But when in the process, there was a baby slime that spawned, and so that kind of filled out the rest of the commentaries, and then he died.
Just playing with it. Well, I had a team. I hired people to come and do it. I didn't say do it for me. I wasn't sitting there in a chair like sipping like a mojito. Like people work. I was doing it with them, but like we had 8 people there chiseling away. Like
that's so good. Yeah. It's brilliant. I mean, you need a bunch of TNT to do it, don't you? Really?
No, we all pickaxe, and
really,
yeah, but it was kept entertaining by lava through the ceiling clogging that. I mean, I didn't do it in a video. Like that's the kind of thing I wouldn't do in a video. I mean, that's what I'm saying. What's different? You record everything. I don't.
Yeah.
But like, do you find like you were saying earlier, like you got told off by your subscribers for not showing them something? Do you feel guilty? Like if you feel like you've cheated in some way. Like I've never done like the duplication glitch or anything, but because I haven't wanted to ever start a new world, like I know you do like different series where you start new worlds, but for me I keep it one world, and I don't want to ever make a new world. That's my world. That's my lovely world, I call it. And to like sort of keep up with the updates, I've had to cheat, and I've been honest. I've said that because I couldn't get clay, I've given myself clay in creative mode just to sort of bring me up to what I would have, and also coloured wool. Because it takes so long to shear sheep and that, I've said, right, I've given myself a bunch of coloured wool. I'm not building in creative mode, but materials I couldn't otherwise get, like sponge and vines and stuff, I've given myself just to get what other people would have normally. And like, I've not given myself a load of diamonds. And like, I don't know, like some people like didn't care, and some people thought like, oh, I thought it was supposed to be survival world. How did you get all that like diamond or whatever? Like, and I don't know. I feel a bit guilty, like I've been told off by them. But
I feel guilty as well. I mean, the reason I like getting on my Minecraft stuff and I like showing people what this new world's like, or you know, I mean, like on my first one, I thought, okay, I better update it to the next one so that I have everything. And then I finished that series, and I thought, all right, let's start a new world, because, you know, there's nothing more to do in that world. I show them this one. Then I got the next one, which is like the season I'm on now, and it's like all 1.0 like update. But all of a sudden that came out, and I was like, oh my goodness me, I need to start up a new world. But you know, I'm thinking that if I need to make a good reason for it. And this is, I mean, I sent you an email like last night about it, all saying I want to get you involved. I'd love to have you involved, but I'll do it when I start up a new series. Yeah. And this is depending when a new update's coming out, because if the new update comes out and then I've already built the world, I'm like, oh, great. So, I mean, I'd love to. I'd honestly, I'd love to get people involved properly for once and get them there. I mean, I've done that in my series beforehand, but then it kind of got all a bit dragged along and something happened. I mean, there's some worlds, I look at it and go, it's not the same as my first world. It's not the same as the first world, you know, because you're like, you're comfortable with that area, but hey ho, it's
just
all
like
good.
Compare it, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, I love my world I'm on at the moment. I'm loving the snow biome. I love snow. I love it. So I'm happy where I am at the moment. But I think what I need to do is actually make my place. I need to make it, and but I've nearly already like searched the whole world. That's the problem, and that's why I think it's quite bad.
I just couldn't handle like being like I've got to build another house. Like, I mean, most of my videos, like my earlier ones especially, like I was building the house, and every video would be me decorating another room. It'd be like, today I'm going to build a living room, today I'm going to build whatever room, a crafting room, whatever. And like each episode, like each room is like a video to me. It's like a memory of a video, and like just to think of doing it all over again. And like there's a lot of essential things that you'll just have to redo. Like I'd have to build another storeroom, I'd have to do all this sort of stuff, and like I couldn't be bothered to do that again. I've done that before. I've built a mine. I've done all the stuff you need to do. I want to do it all again. Like I've done it, and I'm happy with it.
But I think the great thing is that you've done that. I haven't actually done that yet. I've never, I don't think in a video I've ever gone, I'm going to do this today. Because I always get sidetracked. Always.
I sometimes do.
So, you know, I think that's the great thing, is that if I do start up a new world, it will then be my own world. I will then make this the world, the only world, which I'm going to have it on. Because I don't, what's after the 1.0? 1.01.
I don't know in terms of like the sequence, but I know the big thing we're getting in the next update is the end, which I definitely want to check out.
Oh. Yeah, in that case,
don't do this one. Wait for the
Okay.
end.
Because I mean, it's really upsetting because I wanted to go into the Nether and I wanted to find the fortress.
Yeah,
and I can't because I haven't got the new world, and it's really upsetting. So there's definitely something I'm gonna do. Like as soon as I'll find out when the new update's coming out. I'll continue the series for a bit, but I'll end up stopping it and then for like something. But the problem is, it's like my most viewed videos, Minecraft. Which is completely understandable, I didn't want to be one of those YouTube commentators that got to the point where I'm just constantly posting Minecraft. But it's kind of got to the point where I actually really enjoy it, and I don't mind
it's
to.
Fun. I mean, if that's what people want to watch and you enjoy making it, it doesn't really matter. As long as you don't get completely tied down as Lewis the Minecraft guy, so when Minecraft becomes less popular, you become... As long as you're known as Lewis playing Minecraft rather than Lewis and Minecraft, I think it's fine. Give people what they want.
Yeah. That's it. I'm loving it. Because I've been posting like Minecraft for a while, but obviously I've been posting Halo for a lot longer. And that's what I want to remain doing, to be honest.
Well, just say, I tried. This is what happened. This is what happened. We got sidetracked again. This is last time I tried to talk about Halo. That's when one of our internet died or whatever, and we just lost connection. Yeah. And so I don't know whether that was the God saying don't talk about Halo or what. But I really wanted to get your opinion on Halo 4 because I've basically, for now at least, until I enjoy it again, I've left the Halo scene essentially because if I don't enjoy playing it, I'm not going to force myself to do videos on it. But you're still doing it, and is that out of the fact that you feel you're the Halo guy you should, or do you genuinely really like Halo 4?
It's a bit of both. I love it, and I'm first of all, I like the fact that I've been posting it every day for like the past year or so. And think about it. If I post Halo like every single day, for how many days, I feel like I've accomplished something. I think it's amazing.
It's like it's your routine. It's like wake up in the morning, you got to wash your hair, you got to brush your teeth, you got to do a Halo commentary, you got to tie your shoes. It's just part of your routine. It's like the people that take a picture of their face every day for like 12 years or something. You're like that, but do a Halo commentary every day.
That's it. It's great because it gets to see how you've improved, how you haven't improved. I mean, I've played Halo every day, but I still suck at it.
But you don't record every day. I mean, surely you stockpile a bit to be safe.
I record every game.
No, so like what you record every day? Sorry.
I can record. Stockpile a bit.
Yeah,
obviously.
I was going to say like
so I can have a day off. But Christmas, right? Christmas, I recorded. I recorded like 2 weeks worth of videos, which I figure if I do 3 videos a day, that is like how many videos a week? That's 21 videos a week. That's 42 videos. And that's a lot of rendering, and that's a lot of uploading. But, I had the holiday off. I was happy.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
That was brilliant. I had 42 videos just up on YouTube. I didn't have to do anything about it. There was scheduled uploading, and I was happy. I didn't have to do anything. It was brilliant. Apart from play Far Cry, because I got that through the post, and I was like, yes. But Far Cry, as I say, Far Cry stockpiled. And but back to Halo. Let's not get off the subject again. No, I enjoy it. I think Halo 4, obviously, Halo is very different to Halo Reach. It's there's a lot of people on there which there's still a lot of bugs on Halo 4, and I've noticed a lot of it. The flood. I mean, it's not as popular as Halo 4 was. In that fact.
No.
And that's something which really does show. And I think the 343 keep changing a lot of things in the game as well. So, you know, I mean, they've added things, you know, it's great. I love it to pieces. It is good fun. But I've started uploading Halo Reach again recently. And that's because apparently people want me to play it. And, you know, I'm absolutely fine with doing that because, you know, but it's just annoying putting another disc in and taking it out of the shelf. And, you know, I don't have the tidiest of shelves. It takes a while to find the games. But, you know, I still enjoy it. I still enjoy playing Halo. It is a good game. I mean, you know, but also it's for the fact that I feel like I've accomplished something posting it every day.
I mean, my big problem with Halo 4, well, I mean, there's a few niggling things that I don't like about it. I mean, a big thing is they need more maps. They need to add more forge maps and matchmaking or more map packs. That's a big thing for me because I don't do big teams, like, really ever, because my connection's rubbish and I'm not a big fan of vehicles. So I've basically got, like, 5 maps in rotation, which, like, I think about 3 of them are okay, and I really like about 2 of them, and 1 I don't really like. And so I don't have many maps to play on anyway. And so, I mean, that's quite a big thing. Plus, Team Doubles, my favourite playlist, isn't in. But they're kind of minor things, because they can be changed. But the thing that that I don't like is, throughout all of the Halo games, it was a good game for both competitive people, like MLG stuff, and casual people. From Halo 1 through all of them, it was always a great mix of both. But they were kind of separated. Like in Halo 3, they had an MLG playlist, and then they had like an infection playlist or like a action sack, you know, silly playlist. So MLG people can play what they want to play, and casual people can have their silly games as well, and everyone's happy, like they don't clash. But in Halo 4, I think they've added like the casual elements into the core game, so that like it's fine if you want to play casual, but if you want to play competitive, you've still got some things that are slightly anti-competitive, like embedded into the game, which you can't take out. And so I think that they should have had, I don't know, just playlists where they could have a proper competitive game, as well as all of like the silly stuff where it's like, I don't know, plasma pistols only, and you can only walk backwards, and there's dinosaurs, I don't know, in a UFO, or you know, this silly stuff, you know, Dino Blast, and that kind of stuff. They can have that as a game type, but then still have the other stuff. So I mean, that's my big complaint. And do you agree with that? But I don't know.
I totally agree with you. I totally do. I mean, you mentioning it now, obviously that is the one thing that's missing, because I'm going into a playlist, and I'm playing against all of these really, really good people. I'm there thinking, I'm not that good. What's going on? So, you know, I totally agree. I mean, you've got, think about it. If you're an MLG player and you want to have a serious game, and you go into a game and there's a bunch of terrible people, then you're not going to be challenged yourself, really. There's not that whole ranking system.
It sucks for both sides, because casual people get their ass kicked, and then the good people, like, are just a bit bored. It's just like, oh, great, we can make a montage of these headshots. It's like, and, I mean, if you want to play competitively, if you're a serious gamer, you know, you got a big moustache and everything, very serious, you say humph a lot, yeah? If you're a serious gamer, like, probably the best playlist is still Infinity Slayer, because they had Slayer Pro, which was just boring. And so Infinity Slayer is like the only thing. So everyone just goes and plays like stuff like that, or Big Team Battle. And I don't know. I just got a bit bored of it, to be honest.
Yeah, I can't blame you, to be honest. It is one of those things, I reckon. I mean, you're completely right, though. It's like, for all of us, it kind of sucks, to be honest.
I mean, the problem is, like, I don't like Halo 4 inherently. I think that it's a lot better than what I thought it would be for, a brand new developer. And I think it looks amazing. I think it controls great. I think the guns look and sound fine. And, like, it should be so much fun. But it's just few kind of small things that kind of just ruin it completely, and like, so it was so almost amazing that's why it's annoying. I don't want to sound like all the people that just moan about games, because that gets boring, but I don't know. I'm kind of just explaining for the first time why I don't play Halo that much anymore.
No, I completely agree with you. I have to, because it is. I guess it's one of those things.
I've got that off my chest. Now, can you hear me getting worked up about it? I'm furious.
I can. I totally can. I'm totally with you. I wouldn't worry about it. No, I do. I have to agree, because it is. It's just. Oh my goodness. I mean, I love Halo 4. Don't get me wrong. I love it completely. But wait. I was going to mention something about a comment. Someone left a comment the other day. I can't remember what it was. Doesn't matter anymore. It's fine. But you know, it was quite a heartfelt comment. You know, especially towards me. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. But yeah, it's one of those things I gather. But I still love Halo 4. I like playing it. I enjoy it. Spartan Ops. I think Spartan Ops is one of the main game types which I feel I have to play. Not that I want to play it.
Well, it's something I did a review. I don't know. I put it on Halo Zone. You might have seen it. And so I played through Spartan Ops for the review. and it was like, meh. And then, like, all the other ones, I've not played it. Like, I haven't even bothered downloading the other ones. I don't know. Like, I thought it was a really missed opportunity, because in theory it sounded awesome, but...
Yeah, that's right. That's what I thought. I mean, I started playing it. I thought, it was great fun. It's kind of got to the point now where I'm thinking, oh, this is all the same. And, you know, I haven't actually done a video for Spartan Ops this weekend. And I'm worried that everyone's going to be like, I'm like, I'm sorry, don't know where it is. I lost it. It's in YouTube somewhere.
We just spending our lives completely under the whip of, like, the subscribers. Are we going to get... You're scared you're going to get told off because you don't show them what you build, or you don't upload the right video on the weekend and stuff. That's
exactly. I think it's hilarious,
we try our best. Please believe us.
Exactly. Oh, it's good fun though. You know, I love it. I love my scrubs to pieces. But you know, obviously, nearly like, you know, it's the one thing which is really annoying is the fact that you glitch. Did you get affected by the YouTube glitch?
No. What YouTube glitch? Maybe
the view glitch.
What's the view glitch?
Did you hear about the view glitch?
Obviously not.
Well, have you noticed any of your videos recently just shooting up in views?
Not really. Not more than normal.
Okay. Well, let's just say that there's been a glitch around YouTube, a view glitch, that's affected many YouTubers, and the advertisers are going to get very annoyed. Say, for instance, every day, I'd normally get 11 to 12,000 views. Then for the weekends, it would pop up to like 15 to 18,000. On this particular occasion, it gets to Friday, I get 18,000. Okay, that's normal, that's fine. You know, it's a Friday. And then for Saturday, guess how many views I got?
I'm guessing it's going to be a lot, so 28 million.
Not that many. It's not that much of an obvious glitch. Right, I got 81,000 views.
Damn. The problem is...
86,000.
There's going to be a few poor sods, yeah, that on that day happen to have a massive spike. Like, is this just on Social Blade or on actual YouTube?
This is on the YouTube
Okay, well, shall I get on my Social Blade and shall I see? Like, I mean, as I say, I really try and avoid looking at stats, so I don't really know.
On Social Blade, it's actually popped up on mine as well. It's come up with it's come up that on the Saturday on the 14th, I've got 103,000 views. Bear in mind that on the Sunday, I got apparently 120,000.
So, I'm looking at subscriber view. I'm like, I'm getting no views. That was subscriber change. So, okay. So, what day should the spike be?
Apparently, it's from the... Actually, I'm getting on the YouTube stuff because I actually tell you. But it's proper... I think it's from the... What happened on the 12th, 13th, 14th? So it's on the Saturday. It was on the...
yeah, I got it.
What happened?
I average about 5,000 a day, and then it goes the 12th I go to 26,000, then the 13th I go 42,000, and then the 14th I go 40,000, and then the day after goes back to normality and I get 4,000.
That's brilliant. I mean, yeah, because here I've got what have I got? I've got like 14,000, 18,000, 86,000. 112,000, 11,000, which is like, you know, it's hilarious.
Then back to normality. So do we get paid for that? Do we get money?
No, we don't. No, which is really horrible. It's mobile devices, and so obviously if it's viewed from a mobile device, blah blah blah. But plus they're deducting it. So first of all, advertisers are going to be very annoyed with this whole change, so they're going to rampage on us, or YouTube, one of the two.
Oh man, I want the money. I mean, it's like kind of a deceivingly, like, it seems like a good glitch, but like it doesn't actually really help you that way. It looks nice as if you suddenly got loads of views, but it actually means nothing. There was no more eyes looking at your pixels that you arranged in one of your videos.
Which really sucks. It's like, grr. So can you just imagine what all these massive YouTubers have been getting? So they normally get like 1 million views. Okay, Charlie's so cool, like, my throat's going again. Charlie is so cool, like, right? He gets like 1 million views per video. He uploads a video with 1 million views. Then all of a sudden he's got 25 million on that one video. But, you know, it's a shock.
I wonder how many people uploaded like a reaction video, like, wow, I just got this many views, and then like heard about the glitch and were like,
yeah, that's it.
Down. I wasn't really excited. I wasn't fooled,
like
YouTube, you trolls.
Oh dear. But the one thing I hate about the beginning of the year is that despite your view count, wait, actually, who are you partnered with at the moment?
No one. I'm just using Google Ads.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. That's okay, because then you'd be in the same situation as me, kind of. So you're practically in a contract which hasn't like got you've got a glass ceiling, but you can get a range of. No, you don't actually. Google doesn't have a range there, but Google like takes 80% of profits. Sorry. Kind of sucks for you, but the thing is that you're in November, December, you'll get your money, your RPM and stuff will shoot up, and you'll be like, yay, I'm getting like how many dollars per 1,000 views, which is great. Apart from with YouTube, I know with Google Ads, they you get it per day, so you can get like £7 on that one day, and then the next day you get like 50 pence. But, it's great because on November and December, you're like, yes, I got so much. Yeah, it's amazing. And then it comes to January and all the advertisers are kind of finished advertising for Christmas and they don't have any money left. So they kind of get their new budget through. Then they spend like a little amount on advertising. So you end up going down to like 10 pence.
Oh well.
Which kind of...
I mean, I'm still I'm at a point now with how popular I am, is it not popular? Where I don't care enough.
Yeah.
If I was getting enough views where it would be real money, then I'd take more interest. But at the moment, I'm still just trying to build up the channel to a point. I mean, it's just about now worth me doing the bother of all the monetizing. So it's just about worth it for enough money to be worth the bother. But I mean, it's not it's not a proper job for me yet, I work in a pub, and then in the weekday I make silly gaming videos.
Yeah. I think it's brilliant because my mum, as soon as I told her about getting partnered and earning a living, she looked at me and went, oh, I don't think so. And she said, okay, she was supportive. She went, I'll see how it goes in a few months' time and we'll look back on it. And in that few months' time, she asked me how much I was earning, and she was like, oh, yeah, that's quite good then. That's fine. That's brilliant. Don't worry about getting another job. So it's quite. I mean, it's not a lot of money, but I would have only been able to afford doing like a 1 day a week part-time job. And when it got to the amount of time when my mum kind of said, "Let's see how much you're making," well, obviously me telling her, because she's not going to go into my account and say, "Let's see how much he's making today."
Let's track him down.
Yeah,
let's sign into his account.
That's it.
And
it turns out I'm making like the same amount as a part-time job. It's a 1 day a week part-time job, and so I'm quite happy with that. To be honest, I'm not putting enough. I'm putting effort into the videos. But it's not. I have time to be myself as well, so it's quite nice.
I think the best way to look at it, it's a very good amount of money to be paid for playing video games. I think that's the way to look at it.
That is a great way to look at it. And I think the great thing is that I haven't got to the point where I'm like, it's all about the money. I mean, obviously, I like the money. It's very nice.
It's coming.
Pleasant.
I haven't got to the point yet.
I mean, the money's pleasant. It's very pleasant. But I enjoy playing it, and I enjoy looking at everyone's reactions. I mean, I read for everyone's comments. I do this and I do that. It's lovely. It's really nice. You get compliments every day. It's gorgeous.
I mean, that's the thing for me. So many people go on about sub counts and view counts and how many people favorited and stuff. I never even mentioned that. I've never in a video asked anyone to like or subscribe. I've never even bothered asking any of that stuff. The thing that I like doing is not looking at how many views. I just like reading the comments because that's words a person said. That's not a number. That's not a stat. You know. If a big row of people in a field of number 1 above someone's head, number 2 above someone's head, that means nothing to me. That's just a number. But a sentence that someone's constructed, granted, normally spelt very badly in the majority. It's still nice to hear what someone literally you get someone's opinion written down. You don't get that on TV. If I made a TV show, you'd do it and you'd read reviews from critics and there'd probably be a Facebook page, but on a YouTube you upload a video. Once it's been up for a minute, you get the first comment, which probably says first, to be honest. But after that, you get immediate feedback, and then you can look at that feedback and be like, right, next video I'll do it differently. And that's what I love about the internet.
It is great. I mean, I adore it so much. I mean, in response, I do actually say, remember to favorite the video if you have enjoyed it. But it's nice because people forget sometimes, and it's that little thing which kind of oh yeah, it's just reminding and pushing them towards it.
Well, you normally comment, don't you, saying this is a YouTube show, if you enjoyed it.
I comment that there, and because that's what I've learned from TGN. They say that, and people look in the comments, and people might not, as soon as they go, oh well, that's it, they normally turn off the video, it's done, so they won't watch until the end. So I comment down there just to remind people in a nice way.
But to be fair, you also remind at the end, but I don't know what other people... I never understand the word you bloody say when you do... You know, your really quick sign-off. You know, yeah, okay, here we go.
Thanks, guys, for watching. Have a lovely audience. Have randomly enjoyed this video. Remember to subscribe. If you see any more of my videos, click stop right and take to go to tomorrow's video. If it does say tomorrow, have a click there. Go to Magic Squidge page. We're going to subscribe. If it doesn't, I don't know, something on the lines.
I heard you say video at one point in that.
That's it. But you know, that's what I say. And on the occasion, it's hilarious because on like a few videos, I go blah 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 blah. Just to slow that down, it's thanks guys for watching. I've been Lewis. You have been my lovely audience. If you have randomly enjoyed this video, remember to click subscribe. If it does say, I don't know, then I say something else. It's in the moment kind of thing. And then I muck it up. It's hilarious when I muck it up because I go blah, 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 blah.
I think that stuff's good though because I mean it's a bit fun and entertaining anyway. But it's like. I mean, it's kind of like a bit like a catchphrase. It's like a thing that you do every video and be like something that people know you for. And I think that kind of stuff's always good, just to relate with someone. I don't know.
That's it. I mean, it took me like 7 months to try and figure out what I wanted as an outro. I mean, okay, like going back to the whole Toby Game situation, he's like, if you have sneezed during this video, bless you, a piece off.
Subscribe.
You know, that's the one. Which I learned that on guitar. It was amazing. It was great. The one day when I learned it, I was so happy. Anyway, because then I was playing it in my videos and I thought, no, this is really bad. But yeah, you know, he had that, and everyone has their own little personality, their own little sign off, and it just somehow, at one point, it kind of just came to me, and I was in a video. I was like, oh, thanks guys, my lovely audience. Okay, that's strange. If you have enjoyed this video, click subscribe. See more videos, get top right and taste go tomorrow. You know, and it all kind of is a sentence now. It's
nice. Just got like a rhythm to it as well, doesn't it? It's like
that's it.
Yeah,
that's it. And then I kind of got to the point. If you have randomly enjoyed this video, it's just that one word. If you have randomly, because you've got so far, you've watched the whole thing. I'm not that entertaining. I'm taking everyone's insults and I'm making fun of them practically. Which okay. Here we go. By the way, I got a comment the other day saying, I wish I had boobs so I could motorboat them.
To be fair, I think everyone who's watched your video at some point has thought the same thing, to be fair.
Thank you so much. Right, going back to the Halo thing, I was going to read you this comment like before until you told me not to.
The grave mine thing? We're going back, to the phone call?
No.
We're going that far back? To this morning?
No, this is a guy. No, not to this morning, it's fine. This is a guy that, I commented on my Halo 2 Part 1 video, and he was explaining why COD's better. Why COD is better? 1. COD takes more skill. 2. COD is more realistic. 3. COD has real-life weapons. 4. COD is based on a real true story, which I highly doubt it is. 5. COD has, apart from the whole, wait, this is the best bit. COD is based on a real true story. 5. COD has zombies. Okay, fair enough.
Okay, no.
Apart from the whole World War thing.
I think anyway. We should settle this, yeah? Like in an adult and mature way. Let's go through one by one and all of those bullet points and just say why they're BS, okay? Let's just go through them. What's the first one?
1. COD takes more skill.
Well, this one's going to be easy. Do you want to take this one?
No, you can.
Well, I mean, COD is a casual game. It is designed for casual play, and it's very, very good at that. I've enjoyed COD. I enjoyed COD 4, but everything like kill streaks and just death streaks that reward you for playing bad, it's designed for more casual players, and it's still fun, and if you are good at it, the chances are you'll beat players that are bad, but everything about the game is designed, so if you are bad, you can still have fun and like do well for your standard. That's the way the game's designed, and for that reason, it doesn't take more skill. Done. Next one.
Yay! Right, next. 2. COD is more realistic. I'll give him that.
Do you want me to take this one, or do you want to?
Well, you can, but I'll give him the fact that it's more realistic, apart from Team SWAT.
Well, my argument is, why is that a positive?
Yeah.
Why is it better to be more realistic? It's a video game. Why do you want it to be realistic?
Exactly.
I mean, it could be even more realistic when, like, the chances are you could get shot once and never come back again. That's the reality of war.
Exactly.
You don't press X to respawn unless you want to skip the kill cam, you know? Like, why is it being realistic? It should be more fun, should be the pro point, not more realistic. And I'm getting all worked up again, Nurse. Look what you're doing to me.
Well, let's just skip a bunch of them. Okay, well, COD has real-life weapons. Okay, fair enough, it has real-life weapons, but sometimes having the... Actually, COD Black Ops, that doesn't really have real-life weapons in, does it?
Well, okay, it has got real life weapons, but Halo has got a Spartan laser.
Yes.
Why do you win
lasers.
the weapons battle? Why? Because you can have an ACOG attachment. Brilliant. We got a Spartan laser. It can shoot down helicopters.
Excellent. Exactly. Okay. COD is based on a real true story.
What story is that?
I don't know, World War One. I'm sorry, but it doesn't really have a storyline. It's just
Okay,
like,
well,
okay, let's go around, save some dude called Reznov.
Okay, well, let's take this. Let's look at this properly. Okay, Black Ops. There might be some real events. If you're talking about Modern Warfare, which is set in the future, like from COD 4, the Modern Warfare series has been set. Like I think it's set 5 years in the future. Black Ops 2 set in the future, so they're not based on real life unless they can tell the future. And I think Black Ops is so loosely based on real events. Like it's based in real locations in a real war with fictional characters that. There's imaginary characters that I don't know. It's not historically accurate. I mean, if you're studying for history by playing through COD, then I'm sorry, sir, you're going to fail.
That's exactly it. Then we've got COD has zombies. Well, Halo has the Flood.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
I think Flood
you
wins.
know, that's pretty much that really. COD sells more. Okay, fair enough. I don't really care.
It does, but it doesn't mean it's better.
No, exactly.
It means
that's
more
exactly
people
it.
play it.
Exactly. So, you know, fair enough. Fine. COD is popular. Okay, Halo is also quite popular. To be
Once
honest.
again, why does that matter?
Exactly, it doesn't at all. COD is on different platforms. Okay, fair enough. I'll give him that.
That is a pro.
That is a pro. You know, COD is on a different. Okay.
So,
COD
sorry. What's the score? Was it 5-1 or was it?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, 5-1. Yeah, no, that's that really. COD has started FPS. No, it didn't. I'm sorry. Halo came out way before COD, and Halo probably did start up the FPS shoot 'em up thingy. Apart from,
Return to Castle Wolfenstein is the first proper FPS. I mean, then obviously you got followed by Doom, and then Quake and everything on the PC. Time Splitters. Like, there's loads of FPS before Halo and way before COD.
So you can't really say that it started FPS. So it didn't, right? Okay. COD has better graphics. Kind of a lie. Halo 4 graphics are pretty amazing. COD has realistic graphics. I think that's that is the difference.
Yeah.
COD is like, you know, okay, I'm a human, I'm gonna get shot, but bear in mind I'm gonna glitch up a bit and kind of run around a place. But Halo is purposely like how it is.
It's sci-fi. It's like crazy architecture with these Forerunner stuff. It's like fantasy. Like, I don't know why you want to spend like your real life in the real world, which is a bit bland, to be honest. Everything's a bit. I mean, you look out your window. Okay, apart from now because everything's white. But normally you look out your window. Amazing. There's a lot of grey and black roads and brick and stuff, and that's what you get in COD. You got that authentic, real life, gritty, like damp, rubbishy, grimy, real life experience. Why would you want that in a video game when you can fight in bright, colourful places? Makes me happy.
Happy rainbows and leprechauns.
I think I slowly went younger throughout that sentence. Like, yeah, it's very dark and grimy, but you can play in happy fantasy places and cake.
So auto-tune it up. Oh, brilliant. Okay, COD had theatre first.
Well, it didn't. Done. Next.
COD has Spec Ops, okay? And what's so good about Spec Ops?
Yeah, well, I mean, we got Firefight, and obviously now, was it Spartan Ops? I mean, Spartan Ops is a bit naff. I mean, we can give them that. Spec Ops in Modern Warfare 2 was pretty good.
Was pretty good.
I did enjoy that, where, like, one person was in the gunner, the other one was on ground. That was good fun.
That's exactly it. COD has a good soundtrack. Well, actually, Halo won awards for its soundtrack. Dusted.
I mean, I think the best soundtrack for COD was my favourite anyway. It was World at War. But a lot of that was just songs that they put in.
Yeah.
Like already existing songs put in good places. But I think in terms of an original soundtrack and creating an original soundscape, like Halo is, I don't know, I prefer it. I mean, that's subjective anyway. That's what I'm getting worried here. We're sounding a bit too much like whiny fanboys.
No, well, we're not really.
Me at least, anyway.
You know. Oh dear, COD invented game types.
What? What do you think people used to play? Just a bunch of people with guns in a big empty room just standing around, just like, come on, mate. No objective.
I don't get it. Okay. COD has sprint. I don't know what's so great
This has got to be a
sprint.
troll. This has got to be a troll. No way is this guy being serious. Surely not.
Okay, but it must be. But I don't understand. COD has, seriously, I don't. It doesn't. Anyway, COD. Okay, COD has aim down sights. So does Halo.
Well, you hate me, not really, but I don't like aim down sights that much anyway. Like, because once you aim down your sight, you move really slowly and you can't strafe properly. I like being able to jump and strafe and that in Halo, like run fast while shooting. In COD, it's run around really quick, there's a gunfight, everyone stands still and aim. That's everyone's shooting, they're all just standing exactly still, or fucking lying on the floor flat as they're trying to shoot. Like they do in real wars, like, because it's realistic.
Yeah,
Dolphin diving around the place.
Brilliant, so good. And then the last one, final and not least. Well, what is it? Last and not least? That's the one. COD came out before this game. Admit it, guys, this game sucks. Okay, yes, COD came out before Halo 2, but Halo came out before COD.
And I'm pretty sure he never played the first COD anyway. I think that can be pretty safely assumed.
That's the one. Right, do you want to hear my responses to this guy, though?
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. See if it's better than my ones. I bet it is.
Number one.
I bet it's less whiny.
No, it's not. Halo has aliens in it. COD doesn't. I rest my case.
Love it.
Done. So that's pretty much where I stand, to be honest.
No, unless in the next COD game they include Chuck Norris. There's no way they can ever come back to that.
So true.
That'd be just fun for the box. You know, like the little stickers they put on the game case, like, buy COD, now with Chuck Norris.
So true. Oh, it's brilliant. Get a free Virgin Atlantis Express train ticket or whatever. I don't know what I'm about, but you know what I mean.
Not a clue.
Brilliant. Great times.
Anyway, I think this might be a good point to end the podcast, seeing as we've beat the 2-hour mark. I think we've beat... This is allowed. I've never gone over 2 hours in a podcast.
Oh, great. So... And I'm quite hungry. I really want some lunch, breakfast. I've had breakfast, but I want some lunch.
When did we start? When we start recording 2 hours, we've just been talking. With no topics. We went in with no topics. I'm quite proud of this.
I am as well. It was actually really good fun.
Yeah, I mean, it was good fun. So do you want to come back? Did you ever want to do another one? I don't want to put you on the spot.
Oh, I would love to do another one. I really would.
Sean, I've got to get you in Minecraft. I know you don't want me and yours until you start a new series, but anytime you want to drop in on Minecraft during a video, do it. I've new random people in my videos every day. It doesn't matter.
Oh, that's great. If I see you online, I will pop on. Trust me, I will.
I'll give you a tour. I'll show you Gregory's grave, and you can mourn him.
I'd love to.
I'll show you all the fun highlights, like the graves. I'll show you the tombs if you want. I'll give you a tour of the tombs. I'm making a Funland, which should be a bit more fun.
Oh, Funland! I like Funland.
Yeah, I'm making a roller coaster.
It has fun in it. It sounds wow, a roller coaster. That's awesome.
It's a big creeper, and I don't want to spoil too much because I haven't shown it in the video yet. But here's a teaser for any of you that watch my videos. You go into the mouth of the creeper, in the roller coaster, and then you see inside the creeper, and there's a big TNT block, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, I say. I'll be honest.
That's so cool. I'm really excited for this now, actually, not going to lie.
Well, you can come in, we can have a ride in it together. Once it's at the moment, you kind of drop off the end. It's not a loop yet, but it's fun until that point, and you sometimes die, depending on how much health you have. But anyway, I'm not going to start another conversation. I'm going to end this here. If you didn't know who I've been talking to this whole time, I've been with Lewis Blogs Gaming, and I guess if you just search into YouTube Lewis Blogs Gaming, you're gonna come up straight away, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll be somewhere there.
Yeah, I'm not good with podcasting where to link things, so if you want to check him out, definitely go check him out. He's also got Twitter and all of the normal social networking stuff, so if you want to say hello to him and ask him where his phone number is or where he lives, he will reply to every single one of you. Any personal details you want to know, bank account details, pins, anything, just ask him and he says it all on the internet. It's cool.
It's all there, don't worry about it.
And I'm going to say bye now, but I'm going to leave it to Lewis to sign off. And I want you to do kind of like your normal sign-off, but make it relevant to the podcast.
Okay.
So you've got to edit it a bit. This is Stampy's lovely podcast you're on. So I want you to thank everyone for listening and say goodbye. But anyway, before he does that, bye from me. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you later.
Thanks, guys, for listening. I've been Lewis. That's been Stampylongnose. If you want to see the next episode, click somewhere in this random playlist or wherever we are. Or if you want to see yesterday's or the other days of which Stampy recorded and spoke to some random people, go click there. If you want to listen to it again, there should be a play button up the top, but that would be great. Remember to do the whole sharing and the twitting is tweetering, that's the thing, and whatever the sharing is. Do that, that'd be great, and let us know what you thought. I will see you soon, as well as Stampylongnose. Thank you, I love you all.
Woo, bye! Oh man, that was awesome.
I enjoyed that very much, Lee. I really did. It was great fun.